Yo. How we doing today, people? Gameralt, I do see that you're everywhere. You are, in fact, on all three streams. Alrighty. Damn. Look at that. YouTube sub goal, 2,190 subs. We are close to 2,200 already. It seems like we hit 2,000 yesterday, which I think it was a week and a half ago. Something like that. I don't know. The Twitch follow goal at 211 as well. We are going up. We are going up. So yes, we got Gamer on the chat. We also got Maxi. We got Cardi. We got Cox. We got Kiriako. We got Mafera as per usual. Who else we got? We got the Copy Master on TikTok. Did SP Crow come to banners? Not yet. That would be next Wednesday, which thank God, thank God, because tomorrow there's going to be a new character in Kuroko's basketball, so I plan on streaming that. And the last time when Tsukishima came out, that was at the same time as I was just streaming Kuroko's basketball, so that was a bit of a mess. At least Shin isn't here. Everybody's public #1 hater. Numero uno. Mr. Shin Ramen. I know, we're back on Haikyu. I know. Yeah, technically we're doing pretty much just one stream per week on Haikyu at the moment. Sometimes two. Depending on if there's a new character. So funnily enough, yesterday I didn't actually do my dailies. I realized too late. It was actually during... Was it during? No, it wasn't even during the Kuroko stream last night. It was after. So I did like 2 games a peak. I claimed some stuff. But yeah, no, I missed out on a daily treasure. Oh, there's David. I missed out on a daily treasure thing. I think I still have enough. I believe there's a week left on it. Yeah, so 7 days, I need 3 more, so as long as I don't choke 4 days, which I should be fine. Yo, Juan's in the chat. It's been a while, Juan. How's it going? Yeah, playing Haikyu right now, it's not the most motivating. I'll still do it, because I still enjoy it. But if I had to choose between streaming Kuroko's basketball or this, I'm gonna choose Kuroko's basketball most of the time. So that's why it's like, I'm still going to commit to my Tuesday stream no matter what, but it's just whether or not I do Kuroko's basketball the same day. The plan is, for those of you who maybe forgot on my Tuesday stream or are new here, what we do is we first do my daily objectives for Haikyu, and then it typically takes like an hour, and then afterwards we go into team reviews from my Discord. So if you're not joined in the Discord, please feel free to do so. The link is in the description down below. For the people on TikTok, it's in my bio, but you do have to export the link to your local browser because otherwise it just doesn't work for some reason. Through the TikTok integrated browser. Gosh, I did not do any of this yesterday. But pretty much, yeah, you guys can ask me questions. How are you guys feeling with Haikyu right now? Fly high, or maybe, I don't know, some people might be starting the anime, maybe, or reading the manga. We can have a conversation. If you do want to ask me something related to Kuroko's basketball, you can do that as well, but I guess preferably want to keep it Haikyu, but it's not the end of the world. I should do all these, actually. I've been trying my best not to do these, because I just lose so many materials. But it looks like I got a lot of potatoes. So let's get eggplant. Let's get so pretty much everything except for pea or rice patties and potatoes. We'll do 2 there. We'll do 2 there. We'll do 2 there. Do 2 there, and then we'll do 2 there, and then we'll do the extra on the eggplant. Let's see. It's just humor with Shin. Nah, it's straight facts. Me, who wasn't going after Ione, bought him. LOL. He's amazing with Bokuto no Akashi. He is. Street Rivals when? I don't know if I'm gonna stream Street Rivals today, but we will be live tomorrow. I do need to make TikToks. That's the one thing I always forget. I need to make TikToks on Kuroko's basketball because people on TikTok, like, I'm still getting lots of interaction on TikTok from my old videos. I haven't posted on TikTok in so long, so I need to just get clips from Kuroko's basketball, and there's been plenty of clips. I just always forget about it. So Gameralt, if you do want to help me out with that, there's a lot of footage to go through, but yeah, I'll try my best to remember myself. Let's see what's going on Twitch. Cox says I want to be the first one for the team check. By the way, if you did get your team reviewed recently, try not to make a new one, because, you know, there's been people that's been waiting, right? So we try to get through those first. So just letting you know. Did you see the new Haikyu game? I'm excited for that. It looks way better than Haikyu Fly High. What? There's a new Haikyu game? I'm intrigued. All challengers? New game project? What the heck is this? Let me mute this so I don't get... Actually, I don't want to play the video just in case I get copyrighted. So it looks like there's some sort of like card aspect. Maybe? Oh no, you're choosing who receives. I don't know what any of this writing says. No, don't play the video. Yeah, it's called All Challengers, I guess. And you can choose. I just don't know how like it would work, but as you can see, there's like a Hinata card here. It looks like this would be A for spiking, I would assume. Probably C for either blocking or receive down here, and then this is like probably serve and something else. Interesting. And then maybe this is like a combo attack with Kageyama. And there's your selection of characters. Oh, I see. This is the net. Oh, I see. And there's the ball going. So this low-key, it's giving me vibes of the Haikyu TCG. So me and M. have played that on stream. Not many people watch the stream because we did stream that like later at night. It is on the channel though. It's kind of giving me that vibe, except obviously there's no cards and there's not like only 3 slots. You get a full team of 6. I'm assuming that's stamina on the right side, maybe. And yeah, I guess maybe like a surveys happened here and then they won. So that's interesting. Oh, I see. There's animation here. So it looks like it's gonna be like a vertical game, which again I'm not the biggest fan of. I would prefer it to be horizontal, especially for like YouTube videos and stuff. But it looks like it does go up to a decent score. So there's that. Not just a 5. Yeah, and it looks like, so if I go back, so you can see, kind of see it here, it says serve receive. So if I go back here, so I think these are the phases, right? So in the Haikyu TCG there is a serve phase, and then on the receive phase you can either straight up receive it with a character, or you can use like it's called a action card or something like that. before the receive happens. But once you do the receive, you can do the action card, and then you go into your set, and then into your spike, and then I guess the ball goes back over into the block phase. So it does say phase 1 to 4. So maybe you control this, and then 5 would be the block phase for the opponent. So we'll see. Looks pretty interesting. Let's check the chat. I never was because I just made that post. Okay. But you need a JP phone number to pre-register. Well, I'm sure there'll be a global release or something if it picks up enough traction. Loki looks like the Blue Lock game. Yeah, I haven't seen too much of the Blue Lock game, but I know it's vertical. Aoni knows in the chat what's going on. Back on TikTok, let me read. I know Juan is talking. I know Juan is spitting. Oh my god, I hate when it does this. You seen that you start playing Kuroko's basketball? How's that going for you? It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. Do you know when Kuro comes? Next Wednesday. I've been playing since 2 weeks and I'm trying to get my first SP. I don't have a UR as well. Tips for Suki. If you just started an account, your first, unless you get really lucky, your first banner should be like, you should pick up your first like banner characters or SP or UR probably in a month's time. Timing wise, if you put all your diamonds into that. Can I skip Kuro since I'm planning for Karai and Hirugami? Already have Tsukishima? Yeah, it just depends. With the Tsukishima, because he has 2 ultimates, he can play both offense or defense. Depending on how you build him, you have to build him with either more defense technique or attack technique, depending on what you want him to do. But you can definitely, you don't need the Kuro, but with the Tsukishima skills, you want debuffs on the opponent, and I believe Kuro does that. Is SP Kuro good for quick teams? No, that would be Tsukishima. Kuro is block and receive. But technically, if you pair him with the Kenma, you probably have the Hinata, and then with the Hinata, you can probably make a quick team, you know what I mean? So it's like, not that he's bad, he's just not gonna contribute to the quick status, I guess you could say. Portrait orientated looks like it. Even if you invested 40 tickets, your pity will move over to Kuro. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so if it says SP player guaranteed in, that stays for the next banner. But the 0 out of 200 will reset. Seen in your server that Kurai got everything? Yes, sir. The SP Kurai has power, quick, block, and receive. Oh, Cardi's Sammy. Oh, that would explain it. Do you know where to get the Sakura Court in Kuroko's basketball? That would be... It's in the Hanami event, is it not? When will Street Rivals come out for Europe? We don't know. Because the game is server-based. So because it's server-based, pretty much, I think what the holdup is, I think content-wise, because there is like the language stuff that they need to translate, but other than that, I think that the big holdup for the EU release, or the quote-unquote global release for Kuroko's basketball, is the servers that they need to set up. So for in North America, I don't know which servers they have or like where they're located, but they have one. I'm assuming they might have multiple, but East, Central, and Western North America. And so for me, when the server, like when we're matching up in games, when we're in the Western server, I get 30 ping, so 30 milliseconds, I think it's ms. And when it's on the East server, I'm at 80 ping. And typically we play on the East server because I'm playing with MDOT, I'm playing with Gamerald, I'm playing with all these guys who are on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So in Europe, you're gonna need a lot of servers, right? Because for North America, I mean, in Canada and the States, typically servers are set up in like LA and Seattle and the West Coast. It'll be like Toronto, Chicago, I think, for Central America. I don't know my geography that well for America, but for the most part, it's set up like pretty well spread out where it can connect users that way. Whereas in EU, you're gonna need like a Western EU that has multiple countries. Excuse me. And then you're gonna need like a Central EU and then an Eastern EU, and you know what I mean. So there's gonna be, I'm assuming that's the holdup, because you have to communicate, you have to pay for the servers, you have to like deal with all that, right? So whenever they get that sorted, I'm sure it won't take that long for the game to come out for you guys over there in Europe. Let's see. How can I get a higher ranking on the Suki thing? So you need multiple SP characters. It should say, nope, not here. Here. So the more SP players you have, as you can see, you get a times 500 multiplier. So that'll add to your points. URs is 250, SSRs is 100, SRs are 50, and so on and so forth. So first you need more SP characters just in your lineup. I believe the bench counts. So there is that. And then, actually, 125 times 500. No, that makes sense. Yeah, more URs. What am I talking about? Yeah, so you need more SP characters in your lineup and bench. And then it's just like you playing the... Oh, sorry, no, this is your SP Tsukishima build. So the higher he is in level. So if you get him to level 80, I believe this will be 100 or whatever. This will be maxed out. Same thing with star level. So if he's at rank 6 or 6 stars or whatever, you'll get the max there. Exercise and skill training. So this one would be the manuals and the bottles. And then exercise training. Why can't I think of this? I'm not sure. Exercise training. Yeah, I'm not sure. But MG3 is number 1 right now. Of course he is. Of course he is. He's the GOAT. Haven't opened my Haikyu account since January. Just been waiting for Kuroko's basketball. That's crazy. I have the same server as Gamer Alt and M. 90 to 100 ping from Europe. That's pretty good. And that makes sense, right? Because Europe is closer to the east coast of NA. So that's why your ping is pretty decent. I'm all the way on the west, and then I have to connect to the east. So the distance is from me to the server is probably the same from you to the server, to be honest. But I do want to, so after the stream I will download BlueStacks, because apparently M.Dot's been having these small issues on LD player, and then he went to BlueStacks and that fixed it. So the only issue I'm having is like the ping situation. I'm like, it's probably just a server thing, but I do want to check just in case. But also when I did my Zone Kagami pulls, the screen was flickering, and I don't want to give, like, I don't know if anybody out there is photo sensitive, so I need to be careful with that, because it's not like I put a warning or anything. I don't even expect it myself, right? So I need to do that, because tomorrow we might be pulling the Zone Aomine that's coming out. So that is something I need to figure out. How did you and M. meet? He was just in my chat. I was just live streaming one day, and then he came into my chat, and then he's like, he said to me, he's like, I want to start making videos, but I don't know what to do it on. And he's like, primarily I play like quote unquote competitively. So I told him, I was like, just make videos that are related to that, because I make videos related to the characters. You know, sometimes there's comedic factors in my videos or in my streams or whatever, and that's kind of what I go towards, or that's what I gear towards, I guess you could say. And for M. He's like, I want to focus more on the competitive side of things, you know, give tips and review teams and stuff like that in terms of like the top teams, so people like MG3, and he gives kind of his 2 cents on how to get higher up in the rankings and stuff like that. So I told him, I was like, just do it. And so he joined my Discord, and he was self-promoting there, and then I would promote with him, or I promote his videos as well, because, you know, I mean, I'm just like that. If somebody wants to do this, I strongly suggest just doing it. Like, don't be afraid. And so he just went for it. And then one day he was like, yo, do you want to do team reviews together? Because obviously team reviews is kind of my thing on this game, and he also kind of has that knowledge of the game. So I was like, yeah, let's do team reviews together. So we did that, and then since then we've just been doing videos together and stuff. So the rest is history. And then he also told me, he's like, yeah, I recognize your accent. You're from Canada. I'm like, how do you know that? He's like, I'm from Canada too. I'm like, oh, okay, that would make sense. So that's the story. That's the lore behind it. Let me dismantle all of these. So yeah, so my coach here is actually pretty good, so I'm gonna continue to upgrade him. We're hoping for either a yellow or a red, I believe. Let's see. How can I see it again? I think it's here. Yeah, we're hoping for yellow or red. I did get a purple, which isn't ideal, but I got a good match here. So I got serve to setter. So let's see. Middle blocker increases serve. Okay, that's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Because there is Ione who has a serve and Hirugami has a serve. So not bad. Let's see. I get one more at level 12, so I might as well see it out. We'll see how good this gets. Zway says, if I play on LD, it's very laggy in games. Yeah, that's why I want to try... I want to try BlueStacks just to see how it is. Oh my god, I have 1,000 stamina. That's crazy. So yeah, I just want to see how it is, like what the differences are, if it's worth it for me to switch over for it, because if it is better, then I might as well. But it's not the end of the world. I don't really have like any game-breaking issues on LD player. It's just if I can improve the experience, I'll try to. Let's see. I have Suki with a receive team, and I'm going to get Kuro. Kuro will help with that. I just got Komori. I started playing 14 days ago. Lucky you. How do you play it on PC? I'm using... So we've been talking about it. So there's LD Player, there's BlueStacks. So these are like mobile emulators, and you can... I think BlueStacks has its own store. Same thing with the LD Player. It's called the LD Store, I believe. And it has access to all mobile games of the world. But if there are an online aspect like Kuroko's Basketball, you do have to deal with the ping situation, because Kuroko's Basketball is only available right now in North America or Southeast Asia, and if you're in Europe, you might have to deal with lag and, you know, stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. But it is possible. So just search it up. It's not really that hard of a process, if I'm being totally honest. Damn it, I did not do club contest yesterday. That is a thing as well. So I missed out on my daily treasure hunt and club contest. That's a bit of a rip. That's a bit of a rip, I'm not gonna lie. Can I connect to my mobile account? Yes. So if you have a so you need a Google email to connect. So that should be on your PC. And then if you're on either Android, well, if you're on Android, then you can just log in with your Google email. But if you're on iOS, you can connect your iOS account to a Google email, and then you can just do it that way. So that's what I'm doing. He wants to be in the spotlight. Is your club good? We're top 100. We're top 100 in most cases. But because we started off slow, we pretty much stay at between like 100 to like, I think the highest we've gotten is like 70 or like 60 something. That would be you. Did I hear that right? You're moving to BlueStacks? I'm just gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out today. I don't think I'm streaming. I don't think I'm streaming Kuroko's today, because after the stream I do have to record my YouTube video of team reviews, which Sammy or Cardi in the chat did a good job of giving me teams. So I have to record that, edit that, upload that, and then afterwards, if I have time, we'll do a Kuroko stream. But if not, we'll probably do one tomorrow around the same time as this stream, pulling the new zone Aomine, or at the very least, checking him out, doing a little review, seeing if it's worth it, and then pulling him. So we'll see. That would be Oikawa's. I'm going to download the emulator. What's the name? So the one I'm using right now is LD Player. It's technically LD Player 9. And then the other one is BlueStacks. So the color blue stacks. There are Iron Rod. Let's go back to TikTok here. Did I miss anything? Are there any codes? I don't believe so. Tomorrow's release? tomorrow, I don't think there's a release for URs. I know the SP Crow comes out next Wednesday. Let's see, URs, High School Libero. Oh yeah, he is leaving. So it looks like it's gonna be the Kageyama re-banner, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is the Kageyama UR. So if you missed out on the UR Kageyama and you maybe have the practice one, or you have a quick attack team, and don't have a quick attack setter, that would be a pretty decent player to pick up. Just got Komori. I'm so happy. Started playing 2 weeks ago. Congratulations, congratulations. Shout out to Knight7304 for the follow on Twitch. If you're in the stream and you haven't liked the stream, please feel free to do so. Click follow if you haven't already. Click subscribe. If you're on Twitch and you have an Amazon Prime account, you do get 1 free subscription per month. So if you want to use that on me, feel free to do so. You do get access to emotes, ad-free experience, all that good stuff. Let's see. I hope Sakusa comes again soon. I want him to duel with Komori. We'll see. If there's a select UR recruit, then yes, it will be possible. Let's see. Mafera says, my team is Beach Trio plus Itachi Amadua plus SP Hinata and Kurai. Should I switch out Ione for Tsukishima? I accidentally got Tsukishima. Well, for your team, I'd say no, because you have the SP Hinata. If it was like the SSR one, then yeah. Shout out to Zway with the sub with Prime. Exactly. This has been subscribed for 2 months. I'm assuming your gender. Apologies. They've been subscribed for 2 months. Currently on a 1 month streak. Let's go. Let's see. What's going on YouTube? SP Hinata and SP Suki have a bond. Is it deployable? If it's... Oh yeah, it is deployable. You know what I would do? It's a bit of a techie situation. I might have your rotation to start with the SP Ione doing a serve, because then when he does a serve and you take him off the court, he then gives a boost to your team's attack and defense technique, which will be good for your Tsukishima that subs in for him. However, then your Tsukishima's in the back row and you're gonna have to wait for him to come into the front row. That's the only downside to that, but I think that's probably the most ideal. Flames is in the chat. What's going on, Flames? Finally got Komori. Let's go. J. Cole GG. Yo, J. Cole, the GOAT. Well, you're on YouTube, so you can't see, but I have a KOD poster. Let's see. I have Ione and Tsuki SPs, okay, together with Sakusa Komori and Bokuto UR and Akashi. So I'm assuming the Akashi and Iwaizumi SSR. So those two still work together. The Ione SP... Does he? Hold on. Because that actually might work. Because I think he's just Team Morale based. I think. That's his block. No, not that one. I swear he starts... He does something. What does he do? Yeah, he's just Team Morale based. So yeah, that does work actually. The SP Ione with the UR Bokuto and the SSR Akashi is not actually a bad combination. Let's see. I would like to get Atsumu SP. What other player should I go for? Let's see. SP Suki. So you technically could swap out the Ione for Kuro, but at this point, again, like I said, it works in your team, so I wouldn't. And then you're gonna get the Atsumu. So then the only thing is Atsumu is a quick attack setter. He does kind of work with power players a little bit better. Well, definitely better than his UR one. So there is that. Let's see. I think at that point you might just want to go with the SP Osamu as well, right? Remove the Akashi and probably the Iwaizumi. M. Dot says, yo, BlueStack's been working for me, but Mumu. Yeah, Mumu is another emulator, but apparently it did not work. And Kuroko's Basketball Royals Club is better. Yeah, because we started off RIP. We started off RIP. Let's see. Let's see. Flames says, I'm scared to run solo queue again. Yeah, Flames, I don't know why you're still running solo queue. M. says, remember that Hyuga we lost to last night? Ong's having nightmares, pissing me off, yeah. His boy commented on my stream VOD. What did he say? Dude, that was actually crazy. Because I went for my ultimate, I went for Meteor Jam, and I left him with, what, 4 seconds left? And then he hit a heavily contested 3-point shot over 2 of our guys to win the game. Ethan's in the chat was going on, as well as Crody was going on. I'm looking on LD Player, and there ain't no Kuroko, no basket. It's just called Kuroko's Basketball Street Rivals. That's what it's called. Oh shit, Deku's in the chat. Let's go. Is SP Kuro coming out tomorrow? No, it's the You Are Kageyama re-banner. I'll almost call him Kagami. Are you checking on the Google Play Store or the LD Store? It should be on the LD Store. I did my first Haikyu Fly High stream earlier. What? I didn't know that. Yeah, the SP Kuro comes out next week. He said, bro, me and my friends played against you this morning. I was the Takao and my friend was the Yuka. I'm on LD Store, but yeah, no, nothing here. What the heck? Did they remove it? There's no way. There's I swear there's a ton of games there that that are not like in your region. What the hell? Okay, let me get back on track here. So what have I done? I have not done... Oh, there's also specialty trial for us to do, so let me try to get through this pretty quick. Let's see. So I need to go up against... What team? Yeah, receive is fine, right? Yeah. Should I save my tickets for SP Kuro or go for SP Tsukishima because I have SP Kenma? Probably Kuro in that case then, because the Kuro is also receive type. He's receive and block. And then he has the deployable bond with the Kenma. So I'd say do that. Which SP should I get? There's a lot. there's a lot you could get. If you're starting a new account right now, I'd probably wait for the Oikawa Trio or the Kamomedai SPs. What is the best UR character in the game? Probably Komori. There is a lot of value in Sakuza as well. If you can get them both together, that'd be great. But I think Komori, just because of the Libero value, because having a strong Libero in this game is pretty ideal for receives. And Komori is tied for the best. Like, you can pick either him or the SP Nishinoya. So there's that. When the team review, after my dailies are done. Also, just missed it. So how do you feel about the coach system? The coach system is cool. I do like the fact that it provides a boost to your team, because my team rating actually is like a 180. But with the coach boost, I'm almost at 200,000, which is kind of crazy. I think it's cool. I think it's a little disappointing though that there is RNG involved with building your coach. So the fact that these tiers are random, plus whatever you get with the position is also random. So if I show you, let's see, maybe this guy. Yeah, my Libero gets an increase to attack technique by 9%. And for my opposite hitter, when the block result is bad, increase your side's back row players receive by 20%. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's terrible. Those are terrible matches. I got a decent one here with the increased receive for wing spikers, but increased save by middle blockers. This one wasn't terrible. When your side is behind, increased basic stats by 9%, but again, opposite hitter. So positionally not the greatest, but I got a decent one here. This one also was not terrible, but you could probably do better here. But again, for the opposite hitter. So I should probably dismantle these ones, because I know I'm not going to level these up any further. So actually, I'll do that now. So it was the 2 level 6s, and then it was the level 3. Because I'm not going to do that. So I'll dismantle that. And then I think I can actually upgrade this one now. I can. So let's see if we get another good one here. Increase set by Wing Spiker. You son of a gun. You son of a gun. Well, I think I'm going to still see this one out to level 15 because that's only 1 out of 4. That's kind of bad. But you want to get purple and above ideally. Obviously red is the best. But I will see this one out. I'll probably dismantle this one as well, actually. He's buttons. So we'll do that. I'll keep these at level 1 because, again, you can start at level 1 and see if those are good. This coach, though, I think is the best in the game, especially for club contest. Because if you're using the Aaron strat, increase power spike by 20%. So ideally, I want to build him. But this one is for quick. So depending on, you know, what players you use in club contest, that could be ideal as well. So once we get that to level 15, we'll see if we want to continue with him. But as you can see, my team rating now is 200,000. So getting red is very rare. Yes. Ideally, I'd say like for a quote-unquote perfect coach, obviously you want to have full reds, but that's so rare. You want to have maybe a couple purples, mainly yellows, and like 1 red. I think if you get something like that, and obviously if the stat boost matches with the position, you want to get something like that. What's the Oikawa trio? Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima. I hate emulators so much. WTF, either I'm too dumb to get them or I don't even know at this point. Just look at a YouTube guide, a YouTube video. Should I take EYSP2 in the trio or just Oikawa and Ushijima? The thing is, so even though they're a trio, you could technically split it up into duos. Like you could get the SP Ushijima with the SP Tendo, or you can just get the 3 together. Or if you're crazy, you can get all 4 of them together. And then if you're even more crazy, you can get the twins because the twins work with the Tendo as well. Because technically they're separate, which is weird. I don't know. So there's a lot you can do. My coach boosts my libero's block. Let's go. Let's go. I think I'll probably get SP Kuro and UR Kageyama, but don't know how to build my team after. Yeah, I feel like you would probably need the SP Kenma in that situation, or the SP Tsukishima instead. Let's see. Sammy has massive FOMO. I do too. I do too. Let's see. I don't have Komori's memory. I'm using Yaku's SSR one. Is it good or should I change it? Yaku's. I don't remember Yaku's actually. So I'll have to take a look at it. But in the Match Streak store, the Libero memory is the best one technically. So if you want to get that one and you think it's better, you can do that. So a team, I'm using the ones that I have: Azumane, Tsukishima, Tanaka, Kageyama's training, Komori, Hinata's training, and Kuro training. Is this team any good? It looks like it's a quick attack team, so you could pull the UR Kageyama and get an upgrade there. Is there a second SP Hinata? There is, and he is a block type, but again, that's not till, you know, way in the future, so you don't have to worry about that for the time being. Already have SP Tsukishima. Oh, I see. So you don't need to get the SP Kuro in that case. It depends though. If you can be like a receive type or like a quick type, then I guess maybe. But because you have the Tsukishima with the Kageyama. Oh, you probably don't have the Hinata though. That's the thing. Interesting. I'm not sure then in that case, with like level 70 memory. Yeah, I guess if you don't have the Hinata to pair up with the Tsukishima, you don't have the Kenma to pair up with the Kuro, then yeah, you might want to pair them up with each other. Only SSR Hinata, you have that with the UR Kageyama. Okay, that makes sense. I would say yeah, you should probably get the Kuro in that case. Are you pulling Zone Aomine later? Oh shit, yeah, he comes out tonight. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not 11 my time that comes out. It's 9. I could do it tonight. I don't think I will. Because, so in my household, there's certain times now that I can stream and can't stream. And so I can stream right now. I probably can't later, which is why we'll probably do it tomorrow. Around the same time as today. This stream. This should be a block team. Oh, it's a power team. Let's see. Liu Wei guide when? Yo, that's gonna be like a 3-minute video. I'm gonna make a YouTube short. This is how you play with Liu Wei. You press triangle. Thanks for watching. That's pretty much it. Who's your favorite character? Either Oikawa or Bokuto. Probably Oikawa. Okay, bro, trust me, when you will pull Kuro or any SP, use your domain expansion, the unlimited pull. I tried recruiting the SSR SSR Hinata 106 times already. I didn't get anything yet. I'm so sad. LOL, I want him. What is the... Isn't it 100 pulls? Are you saying in the select recruit or his like specific banner? I feel like my allergies are starting to act up. His banner? Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I just don't remember how many, because there's like a guaranteed. Oh, it might be 120 from what I remember. Liu Wei gonna rage so easy when he's running around and shooting floaters all the time. Not even that. It's when you're wide open for 3 and then he uses his ultimate to sprint over multiple times. So he just like teleports in front of you essentially, and then he does his double hand block. You're just like, what? Where did he come from? It's 100, but sometimes you get a wrong SSR. Really? Did someone say the red things at trainers are rare? I got a stamina to spike power on my libero in red. No. Oh man. Yeah, if you get any red attribute thing on your coach, consider yourself very lucky. But then on top of that, you need the luck for it to go with the right position. And that sounds very unfortunate for you. No, we're not talking about the select recruit though. We're talking about the Hinata banner that happens on new accounts. So remember those like orange, yellow tokens you got for doing dailies? It's that one that we're talking about. I know the select recruit SSR is, I think it's 80 actually, and then you don't even get a guaranteed you don't get a guaranteed the player you chose the first time around if you get a different SSR, but you get a guaranteed the second time. On his banner it says 160. Yeah, people on TikTok were saying the select recruit one. It's 160? God damn. I got set buff on my wing spiker. I just did too. I just did too. OG Ananobi looking ass. OG. Oh shit, I don't have a coach on this one. Oh well. I heard someone in the server got red on the coach, but it's a boost for the opposite hitter set. Damn. Yeah, I've only gotten yellows. Flames drop to ace 5. What are you doing to yourself, dude? Like, what are you doing? At this point, I'm not even gonna be like, I'm not gonna feel bad for you at this point. You're literally solo queuing with randoms and then complaining about it and then getting deranked. That's your fault. That is your fault. I got a yellow power / quick attack buff for the libero. I got a yellow attack technique boost to my libero on one of mine. But I have heard somebody was playing in the JP server or something, and they had like a 150k team, but with their coach, with their coach it was 150k, but apparently they were beating teams that were like 200k or something like that. It was crazy. Is 80 the max level for characters? Yes. For characters and memories, it's 80. Looks like for coaches it's 15. And then, what was this? Something else. Potentials is 12. And I think that's it. Sammy says, now I can't even open my emulator anymore. Let's go. I had it happen to me 3 times that Komori scored with a spike? What? I mean, technically, yeah, your libero can receive it, but the bounce can go back to the other side of the court. And then if your opponents are just foreheads, I guess they can just allow the point. No, he spiked? Like, and like, were you in game or doing the sim? I send it to your Discord? Ain't no way, boy. Can you ping me on it? Like, can you reply to it and ping me? Oh, in the Flex channel. Oops. I'm trying to find it. What's your username on my Discord? Oh my god, dude, my fair. Look at this. Let's go. It's like it starts off so well. It's like when stamina is above 50, okay. Points increase, okay. Spike power by 25%. You son of a bitch. From mod in oh shit hashtag oh I know it's like this. Apparently it's not in the Flex channel. So you didn't post anything in the Flex channel. Let's see. Oh wait, no, I found it, I think. What the heck? What is this? Score! Score! What is the best SSR for me to target? So your team, I believe, was the practice team? Or the team with a lot of training, yeah. Well, wait, who's your libero? It's Komori now, right? So you don't need Nishinoya or Yaku. I'd say I would say Yaku for your team, but you have Komori, so you don't need any more. Let's see. If you do get the UR Kageyama, you don't need a setter. Azumane. I would low-key switch Azumane for Tanaka because you might notice that Azumane loses a lot of stamina. So there's that. I would low-key say that Ione is better than the practice girl. Actually, no, that's not even low-key. I think that's facts. And he also still is a quick type, so he will contribute there. M-Dot will definitely pull later. No. He literally he invested a lot of time and effort and love into his base Aomine. If anything, he's gonna get the last game one. I think for me, low-key, I think I'm gonna pull like all the zone characters. I'm like thinking about it. Like, so I was already planning on getting the Kisei, and then with the Aomine, I was like, it kind of just depends on how he looks. And then the video they released about him, at least the little clips, I'm like, all right, I'm in. I'm sold. You know, like the nade shot clip where he's like, you know, all right, guys, last game, I'm going to bed, whatever. And they're like, nah, do it again. He's like, all right, I'm in. Komori spike before GTA 6. Let's go. Are you playing against bots or real people? This game is bots. If you pull in all zone, I might do all last game. Oh my god, I will hold you to that. Because I think, isn't there only like 4 zone characters? There's like Kagami, Aomine, Murasaki Bara, Hisei. That's 4. Am I missing any? Let's see. It's bugged. You have to get a crit hit, then they receive it super high. Your receive goes out of play or out of bounds. Someone saves it. Then there's a 1 in 5 chance for him to spike. Super rare. Oh, interesting. My ping is so bad in Kuroko's basketball. It depends on where you are in the world. Because if you're playing on the North America, Southeast Asia one, and you're not in any of those regions, then yeah, it's going to be bad. I swear that is the only red I'll get in the next 6 months. Wait, how many last game characters are there? I'm pretty sure it's the entire squad. I think it's all the Generation of Miracles. I don't think Kuroko and Kagami have one though. I don't remember anyways. Are you gonna pull for Nash and Silver? Ooh, that's a good question. It depends on what my Akashi is at that point, because I have the regular Akashi already, but he's at 32%, and I'm kind of just like slowly building him. So if he's still like below 50% by that point, because I have so many other characters I'm using, then I might just be like, screw it. And pull, I think it's Nash, right? Nash is the point guard. M. Dot, you might as well just pull everybody. You might as well just pull everybody. Can you do a vote if I should dismantle him? What was the other ones you had? Because if they're, let's see. You had increased receive for liberos at 5%, so that's actually really good. Increased set for middle blockers, that's not good. I would say hold on to him, dismantle the other ones that are useless, and then try to get him to level 12 and then see. Even though, like, I'd say right now it's like a 75% dismantle in my opinion, I would see it out for 1 more. Because if you get another red or a yellow that's like really relevant, I would say just keep it, use it for the stab boost that you do get. Last game, Sakibara is insane. How about Gintama characters? I haven't seen those. Can you do PvP in this game? No. No, you cannot. But in Kuroko's basketball, you can. Yeah, T-Mac is the one I'm looking at. T-Mac, like, it was like Kisei and T-Mac are the 2 that I'm looking at. There's a last game Hyuga? Rip. Rip. Bro's gonna have Midorima's ult plus his ult. Damn, I would have got this if you can. Yeah, exactly. But Michael on TikTok, if you are in North America or Southeast Asia, as you can see right here, there is a QR code on the screen for you right now. If you want to scan that, you can download Kuroko's basketball. So I'll leave it up for 10 more seconds if you want to screenshot it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you had enough. Yo, Arthur, what's going on? I saw some gameplay the other day. He be spinning like crazy. Oh no. Half core threes, yeah. Is it normal for my emulator to run on 12 FPS? No, that sounds like you're running it on a fridge. I do have practice matches. So low key, I think what I was actually planning on doing next, because right now I'm doing like potentials for like my semi-relevant characters. So I think it's Daichi at the moment that I'm trying to get to level 12 for the potentials, but he's not even at level 80 yet. So I think, let's see, how much is it to 80? I have 3.7. 5.5. Yeah, it's not that far. It's only 2 million. Is there anything else? Because I've done all the potentials for these characters. Oh, there's also Kita that I wanted to do. I don't really need Kita at the moment, so maybe. Yeah, let's do XP for this one. I have 1,000 stamina. As you can see, I've been playing this game tons. Oh, 69, nice. Oh my god, I got 1 million XP from that alone. That's crazy. How do you get the basketball repair stuff? I'm out, so mine's decayed. There should be like a little wrench in the corner. And you can... Oh shit, I forgot about the training camps. Oh well. There should be a wrench, and then... I mean, I don't know. I didn't like buy them or anything. I just had a bunch. I'm out of the coins. Oh. That'll do it. M-Dot, do you know? I think it's club stuff, maybe? Potentially. Isn't there a basketball store? If you go to the top right, there should be like the scales. Maybe check there. Really wish this game was actually enjoyable. It's enjoyable to some, right? It's more of a low-key kind of game. You kind of play as you go, collect characters. You collect your favorite characters is probably the best way. Sadly, I stopped with Haikyu due to the power creep. That's an issue that you run into. Why aren't you doing the training camp? Because I forgot. Because I forgot. Used to watch you during 12 follower days on TikTok. Let's go. We got an OG in the chat. Shout out to Alan. Is KNB really that peak? Dude, you know what? We're gonna do a quick KNB segment. I know it's 1 o'clock. I might extend the stream for team reviews, because typically I do for 2 hours starting now, but I'm kind of dicking around. You want to see some peak fucking gameplay? Let me pull it up real quick. Let's see. View your channel. Videos. It would be in this video. So a little self promo. If you haven't seen this video already, please feel free to do so if you're playing the game. Let me mute my LD player so you guys can hear. And then I need to unmute my Firefox. And then I need to unmute myself. Southeast Asia. The QR code is on the screen. Can you guys hear this? It will redirect you to your platform dedicated. So that's going to be it for the combo guide. If I did miss anything, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this type of content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. If you want other players, I have Murasaki Bara, I have Midorima, I just picked up a case. So this is the gameplay for Kuroko's basketball. We got it this time though.
Yeah.
So you control one character.
Yeah. Hopefully I can.
Now you gotta live up to the hype.
He was doing but even better.
Yeah, live up to the hype. Oh no, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Go Sean, go Sean, go.
That's not contested. No way.
Good shot. Yeah, how's that going through?
I haven't blocked that once today. That's crazy. Like after I lost to Komori first release, I outright left.
Oh, what the hell? There, shoot that.
Damn. What is power creep? Essentially, it's like the new characters come out that are stronger than the characters you currently have, and you can't keep up.
On me. Get out of here.
Bro, how are you hitting those?
Is Midorima in SR? Absolutely.
Crazy.
No way. And he's quite good.
No way.
I can't get it here in Europe, and I don't want to buy a VPN. You can just download LD Player or BlueStacks, and they should have it. I don't know if Sammy's having this issue right now, but They should have it on
God.
got you, on the dedicated store within those emulators,
Oh, that's a good shot.
and then you can
I'm down.
got you. You can download it there. The only thing is,
I can't get
again,
there.
you might hit
can't
like
get there.
100
That's not
ping
open.
is
No
like your
way,
best,
he's right there.
and anything above 100 ping, it's like it starts like lagging a little bit.
There you
Bro,
go.
look at me drive. Look at that.
Oh,
Just
okay.
attracting everybody
in the
in,
middle of
and
the
then M dot's wide
catch.
open.
The
Look at that.
catch.
Like,
Peak.
I hit that contested. That's crazy.
My favorite
Okay.
character. Let's go.
All right.
Midorima in Street Rivals is actually ass.
Because
No,
I
if you
think
can
I
use
figured out
him.
his-
If you're watching my Midorima gameplay,
His drive.
if you're watching my Midorima gameplay, you might think he's ass.
Oh, I got it.
Mafera says I can't download Kuroko's basketball on BlueStacks. Really? Maybe because your region on the emulator
let's go.
is still Europe or EU.
Good block.
Midorima is actually good if you have good
One?
teammates. Yeah, for example, if because for what what I'm
seconds.
doing half the
Yeah,
time
you
is I'm
just-
taking
you
these
just gotta
stupid
drive
ass
it in.
contested shots.
All you.
So, but if you have good teammates who set screens and do a bunch of stuff, then you know,
I love a
then you know,
Oh my
you're
God,
gonna
it
get good
counted.
shots and stuff.
Oh my god.
Well, that counted as a block too. That counted as a block.
Does this double overtime or is this single overtime? I don't remember.
2, 1. 3 seconds.
shit,
I'm
who's
gonna, you just gotta drive it.
Yeah, I think this is the first overtime. So I hit my
Gotta drive it
ultimate
in.
to tie the
All
game
you.
with 3 seconds left. I ran straight at all 3 of them, and I'm like, yeet.
I love a time stops.
Oh my god, it counted. Oh my god.
Well, that counted as a block too. That counted as a block.
So I'm not gonna show the whole thing because it's pretty long, but so that was the first overtime period,
Do you have your jamming?
No, not yet.
and it's 28 to 26. Then I tie the game. It's 28 to 28. My camera went out of focus.
Oh, I got it now. I got it now. I got it now.
Alright.
We need to stop. One stop.
Okay, okay, let's stop. We wait for the last second, I guess. Pass back Kise.
Oh yeah, the main thing is we couldn't stop
I
this
can't see
Kagami.
the ball.
So this is the regular Kagami. I'm using the zone one.
No.
He
got
finally
it?
missed,
He got
but then he
it.
got his own
Oh,
rebound, and we're like, oh shit. And then M dot came up with a huge block to send it to the second overtime.
Oh my god, dude, this is crazy. This is so crazy.
Street Rivals has the same mechanics as Dunk
Yeah,
City
still
Dynasty.
double-
Yeah, that's what I've
double
heard. So I
overtime
like my
crazy.
I base my judgment from that. So for somebody with 3-point game style, his shot decay is really bad. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
I see it now. I see it now. I see. I see
Hyuga
the
is
drive.
a lot harder
Too
to
late. I'm
defend.
jumping with him.
In my opinion,
Jumping
Midorima
with
has
him.
that one where you double tap the trigger button, and he does like a sidestep
Good
3.
job.
That
That's
one's
a
hard
good
to guard,
shot.
but pretty much everything
I
else,
think you saved
his
it,
step
or you
through
saved
shot,
it.
as long
saving
as
it.
somebody
I'm
else
holding
is
it.
there,
I'm holding on
you
to it.
can guard it. So yeah, it's 30 to
Bro, they don't
30
know
at this
about my
point, and we're
build.
just
I
like
got
trading basket.
mid-range.
Like nobody can play defense right now,
Too
That's a
early.
good block.
and usually I block those all the time.
Dude,
That
there's-
timing.
there's
And I
actually
couldn't
no
block
way.
anything
There's
in this game.
Actually, no fucking way, dude. Oh shit! I tried to set a screen. I ain't got screens.
Oh shit! That was supposed to go to you.
Bro, I keep doing that.
Oh,
I'm
you're
like,
open.
I'm like,
No, no,
get
we
M'd
get
off the
it.
ball
No, miss those.
because everybody keeps jumping on me,
Got it.
and I
Oh,
blocked
good.
the ultimate. So for those of you who want to know the timing,
Got it.
it's right as he swings the ball back there. But again, you have to take that into consideration that I'm on 80 ping. So as you can see, when he gets the ball again,
Yep.
he goes up for it, and you jump like right there, right there as he swings the ball back. But also your positioning, you need to be like to his side, so you can be on the outside of him or the inside. But yeah, you jump there.
Got it.
Oh, good block.
How do you block Meteor Jam? I actually don't know.
No fucking. Okay,
Because I'm the only one who uses it.
Dude, there's actually no fucking way, dude.
Yeah, they got 3 seconds.
It's only
The hell
Kisei.
could
He's only
Kisei do
Kisei.
in 3 seconds.
Good block.
And then another huge block to send the game to the third overtime
It's
period.
the craziest game I've ever been a part of.
And then we choked
I'm
it.
downloading
Oh
this
wait, no,
shit
wait,
for
that was.
real. Not for the block though. Not for the.
Oh yeah,
block.
we
Oh
went
my
to
God,
4
no, no, no.
overtimes.
Early that time. Bro, this is.
And then this is where I
ridiculous.
sold. So I think I passed the ball.
This is ridiculous, dude. Oh.
Oh, they're waiting. They're waiting.
Somebody else.
Oh, it's a good lay.
No, I
good
scored
lay,
here.
Good lay.
It might be the
I
next
got it.
point. So here.
This is the craziest
So somebody
shit I've
shot,
ever
and
heard.
I'm focused on getting my meteor jam off or getting an open shot off. And in this entire game, I did not do my putback. So I have a putback where if we miss a shot, if I time the rebound right with using this button, it's an automatic 2 points. Like it's like unless somebody accidentally blocks it with their timing for the rebound, it's pretty much an automatic 2 points. And so
Oh my
here, I
God.
believe it was M Dot who took the shot. Oh, he missed the dunk. So he missed the dunk, and I could have still done it here, but I forgot.
No! Oh, I sold.
And as you can see, I
sold.
realized
could've done
that.
Oh, I could have done the
Damn.
putback.
So the only way for us to
I
get
could've
the
done the
advantage
putback.
back, or I
No,
can stay in this game, is to get a stop here. And as you can see,
I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
we did not.
No, I sold.
So with that
bad, I
much
could've
time
done
left, the game was
putback.
pretty much over.
I forgot about.
And I didn't show the box score, but M Dot had 22 points. I had 22 points. That was crazy. But yeah, gameplay's peak. I mean, you can't really get much better than that. I feel like I can never get into games. Do you get into games fast? It depends on your ranking and who you're playing with. For me, it takes a little bit longer to get into games because I'm playing with, you know, people who are higher ranked than me. But if I'm matched up with teammates in my own ranking, it doesn't take that long. Oh wait, my thing's still muted. I put my location to auto on the emulator and still count download. Did you try refreshing? like sometimes with the emulators, you need to like make a change in the settings and then completely like restart it. Wait, you're on PC. How can you make LD Player run that smooth? Well, I will say my graphics card is decent, so that will always help. But honestly, I was having that issue with this game, where my frames per second, I think it was like 30 for Haikyu Fly High, and I'm like, a non-competitive online game, or online game, that is pretty much offline. But the fact that I was getting like 30 frames per second, I'm like, what the hell's going on? So then, honestly, I don't remember exactly what I did, but I went to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT took care of it. I'm like, how do you fix, or how do I get higher frames per second in LD Player? And it's like, do all these. And I'm like, okay, and then I did it and it worked. So this game was insane, dude. Literally, I think we only played like 4 games that entire stream of ranked, and that was like the second last game we played or third last game, and like we were drained of our energy, dude. Okay, so let me double check. So daily's done, training's done, weekly will be done over time. Fireworks, I've done all of this, but I can get stuff from the store. I actually want to get this first. Then we can get this. And then we can work on this. Sure. Oh. Alright, see ya, Alan. Take care. Is Yura Kageyama's memory good? It's good for himself. And mostly setters. Wait, hold on. Let me just reread it just in case. I'm pretty sure it's to do with serving. No, it's setter dump. This one's setter dump. I think it's. Oh, I'm getting confused with the Oikawa one. So it's good with setters that have a setter dump, which is typically most. So it's pretty good for any setter. And he also gives a boost to both power or quick, so it doesn't matter what team type you have. So that's also good. And also increases strength and awareness for his setter dump, which is also nice. Okay, so left side is done. Event is done. I'll check the store for now. Ah, there is new stuff. New stuff for me to get. I have so many clubs. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I don't have that much anymore. Oh, it's because I did buy this the other day. Are you done? No, you're not. I think you're done. And then what about you? You're done as well. So I will hold on to that. Match streak. I have 190 at the moment. I could get more of them, but I think I'll wait. Challenge store. Oh, we got new fragments for characters. Oh, I wish Tanaka today and I didn't need to. 'Cause now I have another Tanaka dupe. Let's go. I should low-key be wishing for Daichis now, I guess? And then those two I have already. I'm close to getting the UR memory boost, so there's that. Not boost, ascension. And then there's nothing new here. Okay. So let's go back to the team. Let's go to the cheer section here. So she will be maxed out now, I believe. Let's go. And she is one away. I got SP Tsukishima. Yeah, I saw your you sent me your build for him. I didn't take too much. I didn't look like too deeply into it, but I did see that you did pull him. Shout out to you, David. Just don't think I'll end up getting it. That's fair. Feel like it'll be that or SP Kuros. Yeah, that's fair. I'm getting pinged in the Discord. What's going on here? Bro, J Crazy trying to play some trying to play something right now, some KNB. I'm street. Oh shit. Okay, so that's the team taken care of. Let's get another Tanaka dupe, which I don't even think I need, but I'm just doing it because I can. So there is Mr. Tanka. He's already scored as 4. He might be. Is this 5 now? Give me the ult. Give me the ult. Give me the ult. Yeah, boy. Ah, he's one away. I might as well do one more. Alrighty, so what is next? So yeah, left side's done. We did all that. Club, free time, we did all that. Do I have enough XP? 4.8. No, I need 5.5. Extreme training, gym, match streak. Did I do? Yes, I did. So I think it's time for specialty. Oh, there's joint competition as well. I think I'll have that running in the background for team reviews. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So next up, we got specialty trials. So we will be using the club contest strat. So the recommended specialty is gonna be quick. So is this a receive team? Looks like a block team. Oh yeah. My bad. Okay, so we need a quick attack type team. So let's see. Do I have anybody right now? I have Suki on there. So I can do Kageyama here. I can do Suki and Hinata probably. Sorry. Wait, 1, 2, 3. And then 4. I believe. And then we get 4 subs per game, I believe. So I can... Okay, hold on, let me set this up properly. So we want to do... I'm actually going to use him, even though he's not leveled up, because of his thing, I think. Because this... Nothing here helps me. Other than maybe this. Maybe. Nah, but I'd rather do this. So let's deploy you. Okay, so the libero needs this memory, which we have currently set up. We also have a team bond, I believe, with Karasuno, which is nice, and we got 3 duo bonds. So I think that's the ideal lineup. Now, Sugawara needs to stay on the court, and then he gets. So that's 1 right. How do I do this? I haven't done this in a while. Give me a second. So Tanaka is gonna stay for the 1 score. And then we sub him out for probably Aaron. And then the libero is going to come in for Suki, so we don't need to worry about that. And then we need Akashi and Bokuto on the court, so that's like that. And then we need Ione afterwards, like that. Or maybe Hirugami. Was that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's the plan. I probably want like this, I think. And then like this. And then like this. Alrighty. I think that's fine. So let's save that. And then real quick, let me make sure that's off. Don't forget your Coach Ukai. I'm going to use the other one for now. And we're going to see how it goes. Because this one, so Coach Ukai increases quick attack stuff. But we want to do power. So we'll see how this goes. So that actually was a crit, so that's nice. So we want this ball to come back over. Please come back over. Don't get blocked. You fucking... Okay, well, try that again. Yeah, the Awa Josai coach. What is our best team? Like in terms of rating, it's 200,000. What's your extreme training at? I have no idea. I never do extreme training. I should do it more. It's just kind of my bad. All right, so we're gonna spike with Tanaka, and hopefully he scores. He did not. Okay. I think like 250 maybe? I have no idea. This is gonna get blocked again. Oh wait. Oh, it didn't, it didn't. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I almost sold. Score. Let's go. Okay, so that's the first part done. So the reason why I did that is because I can't see it from here. But a skill res 4 is when you score with his ultimate, your team gets a boost to their attack stat. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to bring Akashi in, we're going to bring Aaron in, and we're going to bring Bokuto in. And then after the 4th point, we're going to take Sugawara out for... I'm low-key thinking Hirugami because of this. After 4 stacks of a movable block, he increases your next spike's power by 15%. But then I got this Ione, which will help with team morale if he does block. Reflex and Spirit is for him. No, we're not doing. We're doing it after. I've been stalling, but we'll do team reviews afterwards. So that will happen later. I think I'm gonna go with Hirugami. Probably. What's going on, Mickey? All right. So now the plan is to send the ball to Aaron. Oh Jesus. Is to send the ball to Aaron as many times as possible, preferably with Akashi. Is pretty much the plan. We can't control the Akashi set though, so it might be Sugawara here. No, it is Akashi. Boom! So that's 410,000. So we need to get to 4 million. So yeah, there's somebody in the TikTok comments trying to get into the Discord. So the reason why it doesn't work when you click the link in my bio is I think it's because it's the integrated TikTok browser. So just export it to your what's it called? Export it to your local browser. There should be a button in the bottom right, I believe, that does that. I think that fixes it. No, not Sugawara. Send it back, send it back. One more. Oh, you suck. Then my team won't be made because I need to go in 8 minutes. Oh, that's fine. You can come back afterwards because I always post all the VODs. So you'll be able to see your team being... No, I was supposed to sub him out. Shit. Okay, so I won't spike with Bokuto this time. Actually, I might not get the chance to. All good, all good. So when you're in Team Morale Awakening with this strategy, at least my strategy, I should say, you want Akashi going to Bokuto, and if it's a critical, it has a chance to get 1,000,000 on its own. That's how crazy it is. I think I should have blocked with Hirugami there. Let's see, critical. Let's go, and it's 835,000, so close to 1,000,000. Bro, you want to take any longer? Jesus Christ. So it looks like right now he has 3 stacks of a movable block, I believe. So you want him to use 4? I think that's what that says. Oh, actually, I can check. Oh, it's not. What is the immovable block one? Is it not here? Guess he doesn't have it right now. WTF, Bokuto goated? Yeah. On a good run, I get 3 mil. Yeah, that's what I was getting before, and then I started doing my club contest strat, which is send it to Aaron, is the strategy. Oh, it wasn't a crit set. No. But yeah, the difference between the 3,000,000 rewards and the 4,000,000 is actually very big. So I was like, okay, I need to get this every week. You bum! Played 3 games on KNB, lost all 3, back to watching the stream. Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your time. Oh shit, it was a crit set from Nishinoya. Send it back. Oh shit, he actually did. Let's try this again. Crit set. Let's go. So every time Akashi, my Akashi build anyways, when he does a critical set, it's almost guaranteed to be a critical spike. That's why I'm always hoping for that. That's my way of getting critical spikes. There's a bunch of other ways, like Oikawa has his ability with the stacks of attack tempo. I think, what's his name? The SSR Akashi, his sets, it just says if his is critical, then it's guaranteed the next spike will be critical as well. Whereas this Akashi doesn't say that, as you can see, 1.2 million right there. This Akashi, it's like, if this set is, or if his English, if his set is critical, then your spiker's awareness goes up by 50%. And then if it's a power spike, it's another 50%. So I was like, that's 100%, which is like, if you have high awareness on your characters, that's pretty much guaranteed to be a crit every time. Crit set. Oh my god, 105. I think that's the highest I've ever seen. That's the highest set I've ever seen. That's what I'm doing right now, but my Aaron is not that good. Yeah, it takes time though. It took me a while to build this Aaron. Got Ace Player 5 solo? Dude, you're better than me. I'm Team Leader 1 right now. And I barely play. My goal for club contest is Nishinoya, always getting the most points. Really? So there's 6.8 million right there. How much was it? The Bokuto spike? Last game was rigged. Midorima ult, both me and Gamer jumped, heavy contest splash. Eee. Gotta teach me the ways to get those numbers. The set was 100,000, 105,000. Bro, I have so many. Hold on, I'll show you. I think I have 20 select legendary potentials now. Because I didn't use mine from last week's. So let me open this. So that's 2 4-stars. 22! I have 22. I'm just gonna save this for like when I pull next, which is gonna be like Korai and Hirugami. Let's see. I've seen better on my Akashi. Yeah, I don't know, mine just never does it. At least that high. Like the highest I think before was like 80 or something like that. Why'd I get a notification thing here? Oh, probably for this. And then probably for this. 'Cause I don't want to upgrade him though. Actually, I want to see this one out first. So I need to wait for that. Do I have anything to do with dismantle? It doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Does spike power depend on set stat of setter? It doesn't depend on it, but it will, like... Actually, does it add to it? I don't know if it adds to it or like does a little like multiplication, but for a club contest, I don't actually know. He's saving the max 80 until Karai? Yes. Will SSR Akashi work in club contest the same? Yeah. So, oh, you know why? Mafera, yours is probably built on set. Because even though mine's at 5,000, I have my potentials are all on set or dump and stuff like that. That's probably why. If I had to guess, because as you can see, and there's a plus 300 set there, but I go awareness, serve, there's block there, there's receive, there's another set. So maybe you have more sets than me. But yeah, the SSR Akashi, so there's a reason why I have mine at level 20 and he was working. Because essentially you want to make sure he has 4 slots of potentials. So you can get, you can use this one, Power Vibe, or a different one. But essentially you want to increase his awareness as much as possible, because awareness is what triggers critical sets. And then for his skill, the Selfless Flow, right here, this last sentence. When Akashi performs a critical set, your side's next spike is guaranteed to be a critical. So that will give you more points in club contest. But the main dude is this guy right here. And you want him to at least be here. Skill res 2. And then... what else do you need? The Libero, you want the memory to be... where is my Nishinoya? You want the memory to be this guy's, because as you can see, when Equipper's receive result is not bad, doesn't happen too often, increase your side's next power or quick spike by 44% because he's rank 5. I believe the original is like... actually, do I have the other one? Do I have a level 1 anywhere? Yeah, right here. So it starts at 22%, but if you get to rank 5, it's 44. So, a lot of boost you can get there. I didn't use it in the last one, but the Daichi memory. Increase Equipper's receive stat by 10%. While Equipper's on the court, your side's power type players receive 1 stack of grit. For every 20 stamina consumed, so again, Aaron consumes a lot of stamina, each stack increases power spike by 2% of power attack stat up to 10 stacks. And then you combo that with the Sugawara. Sugawara cuts everybody's stamina in half and then regains stamina. So the idea for club contest is like, send it to Aaron every time, and then he consumes stamina, then he gets it back, then you send it back to Aaron, and you just kind of rinse and repeat, trying to get as many critical spikes as possible. And then with my strategy, because I Bokuto, it's like every time you hit Team Morale Awakening, you want Akashi's critical set to him, because it's pretty much, I think the lowest I've ever gone was like 750,000 when that critical set happens. But it looks like with this coach, we were averaging like 850 to a million. 1.2 million, I should say. My set's 5.1. Yeah, so basically, awareness is what triggers the critical plays, and then strength is the multiplier that contributes to those points. So the reason why my Aaron and Bokuto get so many points is because if I go to their player development, and I go to growth, and I go to stats info, 62.4% on strength. So the likelihood, so the awareness, I have it taken care of by Akashi, right? So I don't need to put awareness into Aaron because he gains so much awareness anyways from the Akashi set. And then from that, the strength increase comes from the build I have on him. So that's why he's there. Why is his spirit at 40%? That's a great question. Why the hell is his spirit at 40%? That might have to do with somebody else on the board. Oh, never mind. Never mind. There's that. If Akashi SP crit the Spiker crit too, so not guaranteed, but guaranteed. So I'll show you why. So I believe it's this one. Nope, it's not. Let's see. So he gains stack of calm awareness. When your side is on Team Morale Awakening, he consumes that, and then his awareness increases by a certain percentage. So that increases the likelihood of his own plays being critical. So again, the set. And then it might be this one. Yeah, it is this one. So when Akashi's set is critical, your side's next spiking player's awareness increased by 50% of Akashi's awareness. Up to 60% is the cap. So you want to build a lot of awareness on Akashi himself. So you want to build basically like strength as much as possible into your hitters, and then awareness into Akashi. And then it says if the spike is a power spike, the spiking player's awareness additionally increases by 50% of Akashi's awareness. So essentially 100%, or up to 60%. So it'd be like 120% increase of awareness goes to your spiker, which means they have 120% or 100% increase in getting a critical spike, which is why you saw in that game that every time it was a critical set, it was a critical spike. It pretty much happens all the time. And then the strength and the calculation for the scores that the spikers get happen on their own kit, whereas Akashi is here to set them up for that. I have plus 348 set and plus 49% set. The overall set is in growth is 5345. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Zodia says, yo, what's up? Just want to hop in and say hi before I get crazy busy. No worries. No worries. How do you get the skill resonance so high for every player? I literally, like, okay, for example, I just did the specialty trial. So if you go to the specialty trial, and this one, if you hit 4 million, you get 5 tickets. I think there's another ticket somewhere here, maybe? That's memory tickets. Okay, maybe not in specialty trial. But what they do in this game is they give you like SSR tickets like kind of just casually, and literally I just dumped them all here. I don't use my diamonds. I just sat here with I was just like, all right, Aaron, and then I just kept pulling. So I've been doing this for God knows how long now. Probably since the beginning of the new year. So every single SSR ticket I've been dumping into this, and then on top of that I have been doing SP pulls, so there's this as well. So I've had pretty much double the chance of getting Aaron's, and so that's how I get the skill res up. As you can see, I did not pull on Tsukishima's banner. Low-key, I should probably do a 10 pull to get the 2 tickets back and reduce the pity. You know what, let's do that. Imagine if I get him. Dude, imagine. So we want Kitas, we want Daichis, because those are the 2 characters I guess I'm building next. And then Tanaka for that last skill res. 10 pull right here, watch, I'm gonna get him. God damn it. So reducing the pity, that's all that is. So pretty much, yeah, there's 2 ways of getting player or SSRs right now. So through the SP recruit and the SSR one, and I just be pulling. That's pretty much it. It takes time. It takes like I only got this Aaron shit down like maybe a month ago. Because you guys have to remember also, I've been playing this game since release, so there is a mix of, obviously I did invest money in the game because I've been doing content, but just over time. Like for new accounts, like don't expect this at all. You gotta wait till probably the end of this year to start really hitting like skill res 2 and 4 consistently on characters. Is Kuro coming tomorrow? He is coming on next Wednesday. Tomorrow is the You Are Kageyama rebanner. Oh, let's go. So I think that's it. I think. Oh, there's joint competition. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that off to the side. We don't need to worry about that. Okay. You missed it, the second one? Oh, was it? No, it's the first one. Oh, you mean this one? No, that's memory tickets. Is Kuro quick type? The SP Kuro is block and receive. On Aaron, is awareness or power attack more important? Awareness. Actually, strength. I guess it depends. So again, if you have a way other than the traditional way to get Aaron critical spikes is to build awareness on him, but you could spend those potentials in those slots because there's only a few spots you can put like awareness and strength into the main stat. Ideally, you want to get him crit sets via other means. So again, for whatever reason, if you had Oikawa at skill res 4, I believe it is. Where is he? Oh yeah, skill res 4. So his serve increases awareness by 15% and strength by 15% for players on your side lasting 3 net crossings. So there's 15% awareness there. And then I believe it's a skill here. Court Commander. When a power spike is cast, consume 6 stacks of attack template to guarantee a critical spike. You know what I mean? So there's one way, building the SSR Akashi again with awareness, because when his set is critical, it says that it's a guaranteed critical spike. That's the second way. And I think the UR Kageyama is the one that M.Dot's using. And I believe it's just building awareness. I don't think that it says guaranteed critical anywhere. Let's see. Performs a set. Increase the spiker's quick attack, so not that one. So the serve gets attack technique. I'm not too sure what attack technique actually does. If somebody wants to define that for me. All I know is it helps towards your score as well. I just don't know exactly how the calculation's done. Let's see. So here, when your side performs a serve, setter dump, or spike, 1 stack of competitive spirits are consumed to increase the awareness of the touching player by 20% and strength by 15%. And then at the start of each turn, Kageyama gains 1 stack. So he gains a stack, and then while he's on the court, if the opponent does something, he gets another stack, up to 5 stacks. So Kageyama's a good way as well. It's not guaranteed, but it does give a boost. And then that doesn't do anything as well. So there's another way. I think those are the main known ways. And then for stamina reconsumption, there's the Sugawara, which I'm currently using. There is Kita. Let's see. While he's on the court, the teammate who casts an ultimate skill recovers 10 stamina, so that skill has 4. I don't think his skills do anything related to stamina. So he does increase attack technique though. So if you want Aaron in your front court, him in your back court, that would be decent. And then for people maybe with new accounts, the Yamamoto, which I still haven't done. I was planning on doing it, but his training skill, while he's on the court, when your side scores, restores 10 stamina to the teammate with the lowest stamina. Typically will be Aaron, well, Aaron is the main strat here. It will be Aaron because when he does do his spike, he consumes half of his stamina, I believe it says. This one? 60%. So it's more than half. So 9 times out of 10, he's going to be the one with the least amount of stamina. So then Yamamoto will help out with that. So there's a couple of ways to do stamina. There's a couple of ways to do the critical sets. But with your spikers, you want to build strength. What's my Bokuto strength? So Aaron was like 60%. Bokuto's 52%. So that could be even higher, technically. There's one other thing. Oh yeah, for the setter memory. So I currently have his own memory. Because when he's in Team Morale Awakening, the equipper's awareness increased by 10%. Again, we want the set to be critical as much as possible, so that makes sense. But there is one memory that can work on any setter for Club Contest, doing the Aaron strat, and it goes by the name of Mr. Shirabu. Right here. So increase the equipper set stat by 8%. When the equipper performs a critical set, your spikers gain 16% when performing power spikes. So if you pair this with the Akashi, you give a 16% strength boost to your spiker on top of that. So technically, my Aaron spike would be at 76% or something like that, or close to 80% strength if I had this. But I don't. But I don't. I'm still trying to get Aaron's up. But because it's a shared resource, I'm like low-key saving it for SPs. But if I wanted to, at some point I could get more Aaron ones, because I believe it will show it here. At max effects, power goes up by 20%. Whenever the equipment recovers 6 stamina, you get another boost. And then if a single recovery exceeds 10 stamina, this he gets a boost to attack technique, and this stacks. So you can literally just bounce up and down and just get attack technique over and over again. And that's how you're seeing some of these guys. If I go to rankings, yeah, that's how these guys are at like 90 million. Or is that 9 billion? I don't even know at this point. Can you play Ione without bonds? Yeah, he's pretty good on his own or with other blockers. In secondary stats, should I use 2 power attack and 1 reflex, or 1 power and 1 strength? 1 power and 1 strength, in my opinion. Because reflex is for defensive plays. I can't remember. Is reflex the equivalency of strength? When are you going to do the team reviews? Right now. Oh yeah, this game is still alive? I know. Alrighty. So, 45 minutes. Overdue. Apologies for that. But now we're going to get into the team review. So let me get my music back. Like that. Yeah, that's a good level. And then, so for the people who haven't had their team reviewed recently, or haven't had their team reviewed at all, I would like you to put your username in the chat. And if you have had your team reviewed recently, though, I would say please wait, because we're trying to get through, as many people as possible. So I kind of messed up this week. I was supposed to release the YouTube video before the stream. So I will say I do have 10 teams selected. So I'm just going to announce the users. And then if I announce your name, don't put your name in the chat, because it'll be in the next YouTube video that I'll record later today. So first up, it's WCY Gren. So that's one user. We got Bimbo. We got Jesse. And then we got Drawn, J-R-O-N. So it's like John with the R. And let's see. Oh, that is still Drawn's. We got Can, so C-A-N. We got Meister, who I know is in the chat. They're in the TikTok chat, so there's one that I recognize today. We got it's like Byloon, so it's balloon but with a Y. Let's see. We got RH, and then last up we have Wins a Lot. So if I just announce your name right now, don't put your name in the chat. You will be in the upcoming YouTube video that comes out tonight. So just letting y'all know. Alrighty. Actually, there's one thing I want to check. Give me a second. Okay. All good. Who we got? So yeah, Meister, you're gonna be in the YouTube video. Ryan, I haven't been reviewed at all, so Ryan, if I didn't announce your name, can you put your Discord username in the chat? Winslot says, yo, making the YouTube video, let's go. What time is the stream tomorrow? The Kuroko's one, it should be at 12. Again, I have to check my schedule and the, other things. But it's either going to be at 12, so the same start time as this stream, or it's going to be later in the evening around 5 my time, PM Pacific time. Sammy says, is the K&B game from LMD Games? Yes. Okay, so while we wait for Ryan's, we got Kyriako, who says the name is Kix. So I see right here. Can you guys still do? Yeah, I'll make it. So, they said, hey, Roll, can you review my team? Can you rate and what SP or UR characters and what coach? I like the English here. It's like you got the EN, which I believe is Spanish. Then you got the K, which is like it's giving me like German vibes. Okay, so review the team and then what characters and what coach. Interesting. Okay, Tanaka is level 70. I can see. I see. So your team is a quick attack type team. I'm gonna assume the libero comes in for Suna. So essentially on the court, you're gonna be having Bokuto, which is power, Tanaka, which is power, Suki, which is quick, Hinata, which is quick. So I would say, in terms of coach, you can do either Ukai, I think is how you say it? Yukai, which is the Karasuno coach, or you can do the Alba Josai coach. So Karasuno will boost quick attacks. The Alba Josai one will boost power. So there is that. So choose between one of the two. Try to get a gold one again if you can level them up to level 3 just to see what kind of boost you get, if it makes sense, the boost to the position. So I would do that for your coach. In terms of UR/SPs, I mean, your front row there is pretty solid. Your back row, let's see. So Suna's there for the specialty, which I understand, which is fine. He can kind of just stay there. Let's see, because if you do get the SP Kuro, your team actually loses its type because he's not a quick attack type middle blocker like his UR. He is a receive. So you'd actually be a neutral specialty, which is not good. Even though he does get the bond with Tsukishima, he's not needed here. So I'd say you can pretty safely skip the Kuro. Long term though, I mean, Tanaka's still useful, like in my opinion. I think you might need to get him to like skill res 2 to kind of keep up with like UR wing spikers / SP wing spikers, but you also have the Bokuto here, so I don't know. Honestly, like in terms of short-term SPs, I think you're fine. I don't think you need to get anybody. Long-term though, you can replace that Suna maybe with somebody that can be useful when they rotate into the front rows. So maybe the SP Hirugami, maybe both Hirugami and Kurai. You just replace the Tanaka and the Suna. Is what I'm looking at right now. You could go for the SP twins and replace Hinata and Kageyama. So maybe I would look to do one of those two duos. I think the Hirugami Kurai one's a little bit safer because they're both quick attack tags, so you still have the team type there. Plus, you can put them into a power team in the future. Whereas with the twins, yes, you can put them into a power team because the SP versions of them are more suitable to power teams versus their URs. But again, you'd probably want them to be in a quick attack team, you know what I mean? So it depends. I'd say do one of those two and then build your team from there. In the meantime, just SPs that are going to come out. Actually, I do have it up here. One sec. So if you are in the Discord, in the general Haikyu chat, there is this. So in the meantime, so right now we are here. So there's going to be the Kuro, Kunimi, Kanji. I'd say you don't really need any of these guys. Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima. again, you could go power and change here, right? Take out the Kageyama and the Hinata, and then double down with the SP Bokuto as well as these three guys. Or you can wait it out for then what I'm saying is down here. So yeah, I think I'd probably just, if I were you, I would say for one of these two duos. But this is also a possibility if you want. In terms of URs, honestly, it's not really worth it at this point for your team, because like these two work really well together, so you don't need one. Again, like I said, Tanaka is still usable, and then Suna just comes out essentially for the libero. So yeah, I think just the SPs in the future. Solo blocker team 2 though, the Suna can block a little bit better than the Hinata at the very least. So there's that. So in terms of a team rating though, I'd give this like a solid 7.5 out of 10. Maybe even higher. I'm not going to take into account like the ratings for the characters. I take into account the characters themselves. So maybe like maybe like a 7.75. It's close to an 8. Because again, I like these two together, and then you combo him, and then he's kind of here just in case, just in case this shit doesn't work. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go crazy. All right, who's next? Sammy finally got it. Oh, like you got the game. Let's go. My Discord is Rary. Did you post it recently, or do I have to show off my lackluster Discord skills? From Rary. Let's see. So there's 2. Oh no, that's the channel. There you go. We here, we live. So they said, hello, I'm wondering what to get in the future. Should I stick to quick or swap to receive? One thing is for sure that I'm going to get Kuro. I'm looking for the version 2 Kenma and SP Lev. So in that case, let's see, you have 1, 2. You only have 2 receive types. So if you do pick up the Kuro, you will get an additional receive type. I see you have Kita on the bench. That's another one, which is 4. You need 5. So I guess with the Kenma long term, yes, you can. You can definitely turn into a receive type team, but for now, you would have to stay being a quick attack team, because realistically, I think the Kuro would come in for probably Osamu, maybe Hinata, or you can maybe like, yeah, you can probably take out the Osamu, use Hinata as your quote unquote like opposite hitter, because obviously he's offensive, right? You could do that, but the Kuro is receive and block tag. He's not quick attack tag, so then you would lose the lineup specialty at that point. So you might want to do a thing where maybe you start the game like this and then you bring in the SP Kuro for the time being. Bro, why am I getting so many calls? So that you at least have the lineup specialty when you go into the game, because when you go into the game, after you do subs, the lineup specialty bonus stays. So even if you sub into the game characters that make your lineup specialty none, it won't count. So keep that in mind. Once a game Bokuto bomb, exactly. Exactly. Kita and Daichi for Hinata and Tanaka. Yeah, you can do that, but then the thing is you're losing 5,000 and 9,000, so that's 14,000 of your team rating. At that point, it's not worth it. If these guys were like comparable, like if they were both at like 16,000, I'd say, or maybe 15,000 for both, then I would say it's worth it. But at the moment, it's not. So I would just do the sub tactic for now, maybe until you get these guys up, or if you're not planning on using them in the future, then just keep doing the sub thing. Can I swap Kuro for Tanaka? You can. Actually, that might be the best. If you were gonna drop one character right now, it would have to be Tanaka. Obviously, you're not gonna do Sakuza. Hinata I would keep for the duo attack with Kageyama. Obviously, not gonna be Tsukishima. And then you kind of need to keep Osamu in at that point. So yeah, you could do the Tanaka, because offensively, like you have Hinata, you have Sakuza, and you have Osamu. So technically, you don't need Tanaka in this situation, because He's really only here for the team bond, from the looks of things. So if you really wanted to start your Kuro, I would say take out the Tanaka. Good catch. Good catch. I can't get everything right. I can't get everything right. Is there anything else? Let's see. Version 2 Kenma and SP Lev. Yeah, in the future, like those guys are crazy. It like the Kenma, the Lev, and the Yamamoto and Tanaka. Those 4 SPs together. If what I read was correct, because again the translation wasn't like the best. If what I read was correct, they're crazy. So I'm very interested to see what happens with the version 2 Hinata, which is going to come out with the Kageyama and the Nishinoya. So Lev Kenma Bond, it's like they just said F it. Yeah, like Lev Kenma Bond plus Yamamoto Tanaka just being like, I think it's like something to do with debuffs or something. It's like, all right, you get a debuff, you get a debuff. All right, if you guys get a debuff, you die. Like that's pretty much what it is. You only need Kenma Lev, to be honest. That is true. You only really need those two. But if you really want to OD it, you get all 4. The team he's trying to get... Oh, it is all 4. Wow. But then these guys are on the bench. So... if you have the means to get this team, in terms of your resources, because, like, you don't got any of these guys right now. You maybe have him somewhere. It's gonna be kind of difficult, right? Kunami's coming out soon, right after the Kuro, and then these 4 come out together, these 2 come out together. So if you have the means to do it, this would be a fantastic team. I just don't know if you have the means to do it, you know what I mean? Insane buff numbers, debuffs, and then guaranteed perfects. Yeah, exactly. Yaku's just for the bond, but the new block team looks so dope. Yeah, that's true. That is true. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of teams you can go for. Don't those 6 come out together? Is it? Oops. Well. Let's see. I got Tanaka only, sadly, and he got this passive that if your play is perfect, it's a guaranteed crit. Yeah, so that's why he works well. Yeah, exactly. I have 50,000 gems saved up. Oh shit. 50,000 for 6 banners. I don't know if you can get 6 characters. So for me, my pity, so again, I have to try to remember this. So I had roughly just below 20,000 diamonds. I had my pity at 70 for the start of the UR Kurai banner, I believe it was. And then I went Kurai, Hirugami, Sakuza, Komori with using the 18,000 diamonds, plus the pity being at 70, plus the diamonds I got passively, and I was able to pick up all 4 of those characters, one of them each, using those resources that I got passively as well. So with 50,000 and 6 characters plus the diamonds you're gonna get in the future, it could be possible. It could be possible. Probably 160 SP tickets. Yeah, there's that as well. Sammy says, why the game low-key complicated can be. You get the ball, you shoot in the basket. It's not that complicated. Suki was the first character I actually hit full pity on. I actually have not ever hit full pity on a character in the UR/SP banner. I have done it in the SSR recruit though. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. So we done. Oh wait. Yeah, but team rating wise, this is an 8. Is that 8.5? 8.25 out of 8. Loki might just be an 8. I just realized it's only one SP character. I was like, I saw a lot of colors. I was like 8.5. No, yeah, I think between an 8, 8.25, somewhere there. Imagine changing anyone on that back row for SSR Yaku. I can't. Nah, you gotta do. It depends on their skills. If they require to be on the court for their skills to activate, then you might need to do Karai at that point, or like Hirugami, and put them like here, and do whatever position they are. Because you have 3 wing spikers, you have 2 middle blockers. Like it has to be one of those 2 positions. So it's like, it depends. Let's see. A suggestion for the intended draft. They don't need Yaku. Kenma Bond makes it every receive is perfect, so you can use your Komori. Well, there you go, Ryan. Because I think he just wants it for the school bond. But you don't need it. You don't need it. Zevla says I'm just waiting to get flamed. Yeah, if that's the reason, it's okay, but it's not needed. SSR Yaku's aura buff. Facts. Okay, so we'll do Zeblots next, and then we'll do, is that Siyuki? I don't know if I pronounced that right. But we'll do you after. So let's see what Zeblots is up to. Let's see what Zeblots is up to. I'm free to play now. I wonder why. Saving for Tendo and Ushijima. Give me some advice. And who should I go for other than the ones I said? Other than these 2. Let's see. All right, this team sucks. It's 0. Okay, no. So you got the Beast Trio, which is always fun. And then you have Komori Sakuza, which again is always fun. Interesting that they're not at level 80. Maybe you pick them up in the rebanners. I'm gonna assume. So there is that, and then Aaron's here for the team type. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he is here for the team type. Because Aaron in this team, if I'm being totally honest, not you know what I mean? Unless you're doing club contest stuff, not ideal. But he's just kind of here. Assuming Komori comes out for Tendo, the back row middle blocker. Which makes sense in this team too, because the Ione, remember guys, when he does a serve, so he'll rotate from slot 3 to 1. He'll do his serve when you're on offense and you're doing the serve. And then when he leaves the court, he gives your team, I believe it's attack and defense technique boost. So then obviously Tendo would be in the front at that point. Mori would come in for the Ione. Shout out to 60 O Cram for the follow. So yeah, that makes sense. I think your rotation is fine. Let's see. Yeah, because you start with Bokuto in the back, so he can do his receive skill. Sakuza rotates into the back, he can do his plus his ultimate. So that makes sense. So I think rotation-wise, you're fine. Team build-wise, right now, it looks like Aaron is your next best power attack player for the team type. Let's see. Do you have any others? You have 1, 2, 3. So you're 2 away from receive. So there's that. So maybe you could get Ohira, the SSR one, and build him a little bit because he's power and receive. So you can get another kind of flexible asset there. If you want, you don't need him, but it's just a suggestion. Let's see. And then Tendo's fine as well. And then you said you wanted to get the SB Tendo with the Ushijima, so I'm assuming that's what would replace these 2. Going off the assumption, or get Kuro and add Kita is also a decent option there. So yeah, short term, if you have the means to do it, I don't know if you do, being free to play now, but if you have the means to do it, because your Kita is comparable to like Aaron here, so you could do Kita here. Yeah, actually, isn't he better? Yeah, he is better. So you could do Kita here, and then the Kuro here, and then you can just have Bokuto and Sakuza kind of take care of the offense for the most part. And yeah, I see you have the twins as well, so you probably have a second team with those 4, it looks like, or maybe these with Aaron. So yeah, I'd say honestly for long term, I think yeah, Tendo Ushijima is the play for your power team. But if you want to be a receive team, you can do the Kita Kuro. For your second team, it looks like it's twins, Kita plus Suna, and then one other quick attack type player. I'm sure you have somebody in your club that you can put in for your quick team. You could build them as well. Having another team that you can like type match against in like peak challenge and stuff like that. All right, let's see. Zevlot says got them in re-banner. Makes sense. Anime Tuber says review my team, please. We will get to yours in a second. I'm switching Konoha with Tendo and Kita with Aaron for receive. Oh, yeah. I didn't see Konoha there. But yeah, that is also a good strat. But just remember the SP Kuro is receive as well. So if you want a SP character in the near future, you can get Kuro. Alrighty. Out of 10. Let's see, the receives are there, blocking's there. Power is kind of lacking only because the Bokuto needs to be in Team Morale Awakening, so it's only Eren and Sakusa. So overall, I think I would also give this like an 8. It's really carried by the beast. Actually, 8. I think this team's better than the last one in terms of characters, maybe. Or maybe it's the same, maybe like 8.25, something like that. Will Karai be the best SP? I'd say so. He's the most versatile for sure because he's got all 4 of these tags. So the UR one has these 3, the SP one has all 4. Alrighty, so Tsuyuki, I don't know what your Discord username is, so while you put that in the chat, let's first do 60s. So let's see, is it here? Probably not. From... Oh, that's not how you spell it. There you go. That's not right. Looks like your thread is long. It should be this one. There you go. Alrighty. Since when can you ask for your team? As of last Tuesday. So I'm a very beginner in this game, 6 days in, only 4 played. So that was as of last Thursday. So now they're at what, 10 games or 10 days, something like that. And I want to do things right. Well, in this game, there's not really a right way of doing things. If I'm being totally honest, you just kind of do things the way you want to. Make a plan for my future team without wasting any resources. So this is my current situation, kind of basic. I was wondering how to move from here. I really don't care about preference and team lineup. I just need to hear what's best for me right now. Okay, so that mentality, I'm not gonna lie, not the best, because in this game, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I would say just build a team with your favorite characters, because most of the characters in this game have high rarities. So there's the SP and URs. So for example, like with your team, for example, let's just go for the next person up. So Hinata has an SSR version, Kuro has a UR version, now he has an SP one, Lev has his SP one, Ishinoya has his SP one. I'm assuming at some point Azumane will get an SP. Kageyama just had he has a UR, and then his SP just got announced. Hinata's got 2 SPs, Tanaka's got 1, etc, etc. So for the most part, if your favorite character, like okay, I'll use myself as an example. So I have one of every favorite character of mine in the game. The only ones I'm missing are the twins, and at this point I might pull for them, I might not, but for the most part, I have the UR Ushijima, I have the UR Oikawa, so I don't really have a need or a want. Shout out to Rizky for the sub on YouTube. I have 1 copy of those guys, so I don't think I'll go for the SP ones. You know what I mean? For Bokuto, I skipped the UR one because I knew there's an SP one. So then I got the SP one. Same thing with the Akashi and Ione. And now at this point, I have like UR Karai, Hirugami. I'll probably pull for the SP ones. That's probably my next target. So in terms of team building and doing things quote unquote right, the best thing to do in this game is to just get your favorite characters, in my opinion. But in terms of like the strongest characters, it's pretty much just like the most recent character, in my opinion. I think the Ione, for some people, would probably disagree with that. But in terms of like the JP release, like we know the Kenma, the second SP Kenma, the Lev, we know that they're really strong. Same thing with the Tanaka Yamamoto. I'm assuming when we get the news on the Hinata and the Kageyama, the Nishinoya, I'm assuming they're going to be as strong as them, or maybe even stronger, depending on their skills. So, like I said, just get your favorite characters. Is kind of my long story short thing. So in terms of doing things right, there's that. Currently, I have 9,000 diamonds, 10 SP tickets, and 129 out of 140 SP pity. So that does that mean that you have 129 pulls to do, or you have 11 left? The hell was that? Just heard somebody scream in my house. Oh, like for videos, you're still going on order, but on stream you can ask? No. We are done with going through everybody's, because in terms of unread team reviews, I have 100 plus. I can only... So previously, the amount of Haikyu videos I could do per week were 2 team review videos and 1 stream. And even with those, I couldn't keep up. So I made the conscious decision, because now with KNB being a thing, I want to make more KNB content, which means I have to take away from the Haikyu content, which means I have to take away from the team reviews, which means I can't get to everybody's. So I announced in my last YouTube video that what we're going to be doing is, for the YouTube videos, the YouTube videos is going to stay the same, where I select 10 teams for like a theme. So that's random. I bounce around from like newer teams to older ones, etc, etc. And then for the streams, because I'm not gonna, I can't go in order, because I'm gonna do like what, 10 to 20 in the stream, and they're from January and February. So at that point I'm just like, all right, if you're in the stream, just ask. In the beginning it was crazy, because in all 3 chats I literally had like request, and I was like, okay, I can't do that. So for fair, the sake of fairness, I was going in order of the longest waited person, or the post from the longest date ago till now. But like I said, I can't do that anymore. I just can't keep up with it, because every time I do 20 team reviews, there's another 50 that get posted, and it's just like, what can I do? So with that being the case, I was just like, YouTube videos will stay the same. I'm going to reduce it to 1 per week, because I need to spend more time playing KNB. And then for the streams, I'll just pick from the people in the chat. Let's see. Why does Hinata and Noya need another SP? They don't. They don't. Just like Kenma didn't. But here we are. Have you checked out the Jazz Trio skills yet? I have not. They're on Haikyu Fly High Builder already. Oh, I did not. Anime Tuber says, I write, please review my team. By the way, I'm free to play in Discord. What's your Discord username? Fair, since you're having more fun on KNB, it has to ease down. Yeah, so basically I want to balance it as much as I can. I don't want to just drop this completely, so that's my compromise. I'm sure at the start 90% of the teams were exact same too. Exactly. So that's the thing too with these team reviews. It's like you can go to other people's threads and you can comment on theirs, and you can like anybody in this chat or in the Discord can go like, okay, my team is, oh my god, okay, I don't know what to do after Kuro. Well, look, this person doesn't know either. So let's go into there and let's see their situation. Okay, maybe I'll do something as well. Plus, you have the knowledge from the YouTube videos. I literally have a playlist of like 20 episodes of this now. There's that, and then there's some of these where, as you can see here, there's 29 messages in this thread. You can go through and read it yourself. You can add to it yourself. So go help others if you have the free time, or maybe there's like a specific situation that's relevant to you, and you can go help out. And pretty much I'm like trying to indirectly give people the knowledge at this point and be like, surely you should know. But the problem is that there's still new players on this game, so they have no idea. So as you can see with this person, they're like, I don't know what to do in the future. So I'm assuming that you don't know that you can go here and plan via this way in the general chat. So I'm trying my best, long story short, but at the same time, I'm trusting in my viewers, and I'm trusting that you guys have the knowledge that I have provided to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not going to suggest use specific characters, but I will say, because you're at such a beginner point in the game with your characters and the diamonds you have, again, take a look at this image and maybe plan accordingly this way. Just remember, after Yamamoto, it's going to be, I don't know which order it's going to happen in, but it will be the Hinata, it will be the Hinata Kageyama Nishinoya version 2. So just letting you know. But in terms of your current team, let's see. It's a quick team. It is still Karasuno based. So I will say, if you can pick up the practice Kageyama from Karasuno and not the middle school one, because I believe he works well with the practice Hinata. There is that. Let's see. SSR 11 Kuro. Yeah, I would say try to get the practice Kageyama somehow in terms of short term, but long term, like I said, just choose your favorite characters and build your team around their SP/SSR/UR, whatever they have. But in terms of team rating, you have the team type. You have 1, 2, 3. You don't have a team bond though, so I think I'll just give this like an average like 5 out of 10. It's not bad though. I do like the Tanaka here. For newer accounts, SSRs to have for power teams: Tanaka, Iwaizumi, Nishinoya. So you have 2 of these. So if you want to transition to a power team, you already got a pretty good foundation there. Alrighty. So after let's see. So after 6-0, it was Yun. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. I'm not gonna try. Alrighty, so just a quick review gonna happen here. So we got another, not beach trio actually, it's a beach duo between Akashi Bokuto. It's a power team with Eren. You got Sakuza no Komori, you got Hirugami no Korai, but you do have the Tsukishima, and then you have the Akaji. So I will say, try to replace your libero, because in this game, I would say, with no team type, with no team bond, the best liberos would be the Nishinoya, which you do have, and the Yaku. So Yaku for quick attack teams, Nishinoya for power teams. So unless Eren and Akaji have some sort of secret bond that I don't know of that's really worth it, for a power team, I would use this Nishinoya. Try to get him to skill res 2 to reduce the stamina consumption, but if you can't, I would just say you can still use him. It's absolutely fine. Let's see. So for receives, you got these 2. I think I would change your rotation slightly though. So your middle blockers, let's see, because I'm assuming your libero's coming in for your back row wing spiker, and you want your wing spiker at least, actually no, this I actually think this is kind of okay, because basically your libero would come in here, and then when one of your wing spikers rotates into the back, the libero won't take their position, they'll keep the Eren one, and then when the second one gets into the back, then they'll take the first one, so they'll take Bokuto in this situation. So I think that's actually fine. It's just that you won't get the benefits of their back row stuff immediately. I would consider swapping the Sakuza and Bokuto, just because Sakuza has his receive ability, which of course only happens in the back row, and he has his ultimate gets a boost when he's in the back row as well when he does his spike. So I would just consider swapping those 2. I think your middle blockers are fine, but if you did want to keep Aaron on the court, for example, because I think Aaron technically has a better receive than Hirugami, so you might want to swap them and then replace your back row middle blocker. But then at that point, it's going to take a while for Tsukishima to get to the back, so you kind of have to rework your rotation. But in terms of characters, I would say just swap the Nishinoya here. And I guess that's it for your current team. You didn't ask for anything in the future. You could get the Kuro, right? Because you have him. You could wait for the UR select and maybe get the Komori. That'd be probably ideal, if that does ever come. But yeah, looks pretty good. Pretty solid team. Just maybe rework the rotation potentially if you need to. But I'd give this an 8. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think it'd be an 8.25 if you had the Komori bond there with Sakusa. All right, let me take a drink of water. Okay, let's go back to YouTube here. What is happening? Sammy says, Rojo, this is mad out of pocket, but who should I go for in K and B? I finally got it. Well, luckily for you, Sammy, there's a YouTube video made by a very good creator. I don't know if you heard his name, but it is on this channel, and it's a free-to-play guide. It's this video right here. So if you haven't checked it out, please feel free to do that. And I kind of explained what you should do if you were creating a new account, which you are. So for anybody playing Kuroko's basketball right now and you don't know what to do in the beginning, you know, you should check this video out. It's not bad. Not bad. Let's see. On my end, you end up closing the thread, and I consume so much of your content and a few others that I end up with 3 teams and 3 accounts, 1 JP with over 170k, and I'm happy with what I learned from people like you making good content on this good game. Well, thank you, Jazz. You definitely also have a lot of knowledge as well. Can't we just have like a Tadashi? I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, that'd be really nice, right? Like Yamaguchi, Inoshita, you know, future captains, kind of SB themed or something. My Discord name is Kaido, so let me double check Twitch. I think I got through everybody. I know Arthur said he wanted one, but I think I did yours recently, Arthur, so I'm gonna wait. So we'll do yours next, but let's just see, like in the game, shoot threes. Okay, so Sammy's figuring out K and B. Okay, that makes sense. Carl says, yo, low-key BlueStacks is kind of smooth and LD. Okay, that's 2 people now that have told me that. How do I join the server? It's linked in the description down below. Discord name is that. Oh my god, Shin's in the chat. Oh my god. Oh my god, the haters here. If you're done with everyone, can you fix my rotation? I have 3 more on YouTube. So first it is from where'd it go? Alrighty. So don't tag me, respectfully. I'll figure it. Just put your name in the chat and I'll find it. Okay, so please review my team. By the way, I'm free to play. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for free to play. And you got these 3 as well. God damn. Yo, what? I'm assuming you've been playing for a while. If these are all rebanners, I'm very impressed. Because this is essentially what my team would have been if I didn't pull for all the other SP characters, because I did all that for content. I didn't really need any of the other SP characters, but long term, at least like my vision for this game, this was going to be my team. So Shin says I'm calling cap. What do you mean? It's possible, right? You get these, like you save up in the beginning, right? So first banner, if it's rebanners, I don't believe it. But first banner, right, Ushijima, then Oikawa was the third one, I believe, or maybe he was the second one. No, because it was Kuro. So then it was the third one, right? Then you skip out on like 6 banners or something like that till these 4, which is definitely possible. Then you skip out on like 10 banners or something like that, or 8 other banners plus other rebanners for these 3. It's possible. He says he's playing from the start, or they. Sorry, I always assume people's genders. They said that they're playing from the start, which makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if it's rebanner, I wouldn't believe it. But yeah, for playing from the beginning, that makes sense. So pretty good, pretty good. In terms of what you should do next, the fact that they just announced an SP Kageyama, I now have my radar, my, what do you want to call it? My spidey senses are tingling that there's going to be SPs of those two, maybe next, but because Kageyama and these two have SP stats for whatever reason. So I was kind of waiting for them to do that. So I think these two are coming out either next or soon, but definitely just at this point, you could either get the twins and make a second team and hold on to this team, or if you want to upgrade this team, you can get the SP versions of them and then maybe wait for them. But yeah, in terms of a team rating, I'd give you like, I want to give you higher than like an 8.5. I low-key want to give you like a 8.75. Like it's close to a 9, but again, there's more URs than SPs. These 3 SPs work together. These 4 URs work together. So I'm like, maybe. What would the chat give it? What would you give this team out of 10? I'm kind of leaning 8.5. So Arthur says 9. Which I wouldn't be mad at, by the way. Brian says 10. Mafera says 9. Shin says 8.5. So it looks like 8.75, my kind of gut was kind of right. Can't give that 0.5 to be a 9. 9. We will never see this man give higher than a 9. Nah, 9, 9.5. You rated some of the early ones 8. Ooh, yeah. So the reason, so Ryan says 10 because there's no loopholes, and then Mafera says, no, sorry, Crow says, wait, sorry, Mafera says 10 is too much. Ryan said 10. There's no loopholes. The only reason why I'd give it lower than a 10, because yes, technically there is no loopholes, but I give it lower because there's other SPs out in the future. Plus, you could have other SPs in these positions. You know what I mean? So, even though the Nishinoya is comparable here, is there even a Wing Spiker comparable to Sakusa? I don't think so. Like Suki's out now, Kuro's out now, which are better than Hirugami. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think I'm okay with 9. I'm okay with 9. Somewhere like 8.75 is maybe what I'm feeling, but I think you guys persuaded me for a 9. Alrighty, so after this one, I think it started with a K. Let me go back and find it. Where did it go? No, it started with a J. Yeah, what's up with these usernames? J-I-T-T. Brother. Am I reading that right? I don't know if that's right. Hold on. I think they sent a second message. No, it says J-I-T-T. I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. My bad. I'm blind. I looked at the wrong column. Whoopsies. Every time I do it, I look at the what's it called? I look at this one. I look at this. I'm like, where is it? All right. Alrighty. So we got Jit here, who says, "Hi, I've only started 7 days ago, but I'm a light spender. Got really lucky and pulled Suki in 50 pulls. God damn. And now I plan on saving for SP Kuro, but after that, do you think it's a good idea to save for Oikawa Ushijima or the twins, or even Kurai Hirugami? Thanks in advance. Okay, well, yeah, there's a lot of directions you can go in. So let's just say, for example, you do pull the SP Kuro, right? So you have both Kuro Tsukishima, and then you want to either save for Oikawa Ushijima or the twins or Kurai Hirugami. So Oikawa Ushijima, they are kind of irrelevant in this situation because Kuro and Tsukishima kind of do their own thing on defense, right? Kuro, I believe, puts the debuffs on the opponents. Tsukishima takes advantage when the opponent has debuffs. You can either build them offensively or defensively. So they don't really like work together, if that makes sense. But it's not like you can't have those four in a team. It's just that they won't blend like smoothly, I guess you can say. It's more like you're building a team around Oikawa Ushijima and you need people to block. Insert Kuro Tsukishima. You know what I mean? And then pivoting on that, I also think the same thing about Kurai Hirugami, in that you're building a team around X characters and you need two really strong characters. Enter Kurai Hirugami. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know if you would build a team around Kuro and Tsukishima, because in that case you'd want to build probably a block team. So then you would probably use the SP Ione and then do it that way, which, you know, evidently you're not doing, right? So that's how I view it anyways. If I'm wrong on that, then feel free to correct me. But same thing with the twins. At the very least, the twins are quick. So Tsukishima being quick, there's a little bit of synergy there. I'm assuming there's going to be something to do with the twins being, or at least Atsumu maybe boosting a quick attack. You know what I mean? But you can't go wrong with either option. If I'm being totally honest. If you want to be safe, Kurai Hirugami in my opinion. And then if you want to go power, those two. If you want to go quick, you got those two. That's pretty much my 2 cents on it. Just remember the Kuro though is not a quick tagged player. So even though Tsukishima is, Kuro is block and receive. So just keep that in mind. You might need an extra quick tagged player. How long are you still streaming for? Probably another half an hour. Probably for like another half an hour. I have to wake up early. Yeah, I'll be I think, yeah, I'll end stream around 3 my time, take a quick break, go eat, do all that fun stuff, then record team reviews for the YouTube video, edit it, upload it, and probably not stream KNB today. I know M. isn't, so at the very least there's another there's another kind of reason for me not to. But then most likely tomorrow we'll be streaming KNB. I don't know for how long, and I don't know when exactly, but most likely pulling the Zone Aomine. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents on what you should do in the future. But in terms of your team, it is power right now. You do have 2 setters though, so I would say you got 2 people hitting. I don't know if Kunami's receive and power. I think he's only power. So technically you don't need Kageyama here though. So bring in one of these 2, in my opinion. Other than that, I guess maybe short term you could get an upgrade at the libero position. So again, if you're power, you can get the SSR Nishinoya. If you go into quick using the Kageyama, you can go Yaku. But other than that, I mean, you already have Kiyotani and Iwaizumi. You already have a power setter here. Technically, the SSR Kashi is a better power setter in my opinion than this Oikawa. So I think maybe short term with SSRs, maybe the SSR Kashi here, SSR Nishinoya here, keep these 2, swap these 2 for maybe both of these 2, and then call it a day. Team rating, I'll give it a 6. These 2 bond, team, bond. maybe, yeah, a little 6.25, little one, just because Kunimi's here. Bro, Arthur said 4.5. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. 4.5 for that? Hell no. SSR Oikaba isn't good. In terms of power setters, he's number 2 in my opinion. Akashi's number 1. But in terms of all these setters, I think is he? It's kind of hard to compare him to Kenma. I don't know. I think he's top 5 in terms of all the SSR setters. Okay. Thanks, man. Love the vids. Thank you for the submission. I don't know how many banners I can wait for Kisei. I might give him and pull Aomine. That was my plan, dude. That was literally my plan. I'm like, all right, next person I'm pulling is gonna be Kisei. That's not gonna happen for at least a month. We are chilling. And then they released the Aomine like little graphic, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I already have his own character though, so I don't need to get him. And then they released the YouTube video, the little 30-second clip of his skills and stuff. And that's not even all his skills. That's just his base skills. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm in. Kenma's better because he has a bond with SP Kuro. Not the SSR one. I'm pretty sure it's the SP one. Okay. Let's see. Winds of Dark, first time chatter, what's going on? Okay, who was after that? Let's take a look at Twitch. Technically it was Arthur, but again, Arthur, I'm apologies. There's other people here that are new that I want to get to. Let's see. I know there's somebody on TikTok, so give me a second. So it was you, and then it was the one I think I just did. I think. Let me double check one more time. Oh, Levi's put theirs. Again, Levi, same thing as Arthur. I did do yours recently. Bro, why is my screen lagging right now? What the hell's going on? My YouTube one lagging. Okay, let's see. Why is there 2 people on TikTok suggesting the same? What? So there's Bokuto Daiki. Can you rate my DC Akashi? For new players, 6 out of... I'm confused there. Okay, we'll do yours. We'll do yours. Okay, from NKEM. I swear to God, if I get banned by doing this. Okay, thank you. Alrighty, so please look at it. I play for half a year now. So is that December? November? I'm asking for the 5th time. You only have to ask once. Okay, so let's see. We got a power team here. So technically these two don't work like directly with each other, but because they made the SP Akashi skills vague, they weren't like, you know, down mode or depressed mode or whatever the SP versions is called. This SP Akashi actually works with this Bokuto. The only thing is though with this Bokuto is that he will still be in his depressed mode, and this Akashi doesn't cure it like the SSR one does, so you won't find the same kind of synergy there. But again, with this Akashi, he's gonna help this Akuza, he's gonna help this Bokuto. Azumane, in my opinion, not the best, but regardless, power spiker Akashi again will provide 100% of his awareness, up to 120%, so that will still help. And even with somebody like Hinata likes to spike, and he likes critical plays as well, so strength and awareness. On top of that, the Akashi's first part of that skill will still be in effect here, he'll give Hinata a 50% boost to his awareness. So the likelihood of Hinata's critical spiking actually is pretty high as well. It's just not like almost guaranteed like it would be with Sakuza, with Bokuto, with Azumane. So that's the only, I guess, downside to that. But the SP Akashi in this team is really, really good. And plus you got the Hirugami, so if he does have 4 stacks of the power, the immovable block, he gives a boost to power / quick by 15%. So he'll boost everybody here. So you got a really good thing going on here. I think rotation-wise though, there's only one thing I would change, and that's I would put, because Hirugami's the only blocker, I'd put him here. Just so that he's in the front row longer. But other than that, Hinata rotates into the back. Sakuza's already in the back. Who does Nishinoya come in for? He said, yeah, I don't even want Azumane, I want Ushijima instead. So yeah, who does Nishinoya come in for? It would have to be Wing Spiker, right? But like, why would you do that? Actually, no, that makes sense. Okay, actually, I'd make a couple more changes. So, I'm assuming Nishinoya comes in for your back row Wing Spiker, which is fine. In that case, we want it to be Azumane first. So, with that being the case, I would put... How would I do this? I would put Azumane at spot 6. I'd leave Sakuza at 1. I would put Bokuto at slot 2. Hinata at slot 5. Right? So we got Sakuza, Azumane, Hinata, Bokuto. And then I would have Akashi here and Hirugami here. Now, why did I say that? So Hirugami being here, like I said, so he's in the front court for a longer period of time so he can block for you. That's his job. Akashi being at slot 3, so he can both set like he usually does in either row, but he can also do the set or dump. Bokuto at slot 2, because at some point Azumane is going to rotate into the front and Nishinoya needs to come out for a different Wing Spiker, and we don't want it to be Sakuza. And this Bokuto is actually not a receive type like the SP one, so we want him to come out for the Libero instead. That's why we want him at 2, because the game, if you have multiple positions, it takes the person with the lower receive stat. Bokuto's going to have the lower receive stat here. And then Hinata being in the back row, he also has a back row receive ability. He gives a boost to your team's basic stats by, I believe, 12%. So that's nice, and then he'll like quickly rotate into the front, which it doesn't really matter where he is. I think ideally you want him in the back longer, but in this case, again, Azumane is at slot 6 because Nishinoya will take him out for the longer period of time. Oh, that was a lot. Nefera says 21,000 channel points. I'll do something with it eventually. But whatever I do, you're just gonna redeem right away. Oh, that was a lot of talking. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, yeah, in terms of a team rating though, I think like 8.5, 8.25. Azumane is not great here, but again, if we're using him for the Libero, it's fine. And then the rest of the team, yeah, maybe like 8.25. I think he's just kind of missing bonds. That's about it. Okay, so after you, it was... It's just straight up Akashi. Which one? I'm assuming the first one. Because this Akashi looks like the KNB one. I'm trying, but I'm free to play, like I said. Yeah, no, you're doing good. For free to play, that's really good. This one? Ethan says Sia might be back later. Well, we're gonna be ending stream soon anyways. Do raid captain? You can decide the raid at the end of the stream for like 15,000, a big flex that costs like 500,000. What the heck? Not this. What the heck? this one? Ah, okay. Alright, been playing since December. Bokuto got on 37 pulls and Tsukishima on 33. What is this luck? what is this luck? Okay, well, you got both Komori and Sakuza on their rebanners, which is very good. And then Bokuto, he is your best hitter, which is good. But again, you have to wait for the Team Morale Awakening, which is not so good. I believe Komori, his set increases Team Morale though. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what he does. So at least there's a little bit going on there. And then Tsukishima Kuro, are you going for the SP one? Which could be interesting because you already have 3 receive tag players. Oh, Komori's your main setter. I didn't even realize that. Oh, interesting. And you are going for the Kuro. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 receive type players. So at that point, I would take Sasaya out for Kita. I might take Sasaya out right now for Kita, if I'm being totally honest. But I think Sasaya has the ultimate spike, which you kind of need in this team right now. Because right now it's just Kiyotani, Sakuza, Bokuto, I believe, and I think Sasaya has one as well. Could you get by with just Kiyotani and Sakuza? Kuro has one too. Yeah, you can. So I would take Sasaya out for Kita. No setter is crazy. Nah, man. Komori's got it. Because the thing is, Komori. So there's some liberos in this game that have the setter tag. So if you click on it and read it, it says when you have this tag, the set is more likely to go to this character or something like that. It's the same thing with the receive tag. And so the game will kind of ascend it to Komori for the most part. The only problem is if Komori receives the ball, which is his main job, he can't set. So then it goes to the next highest character with the set rating, which in this case, I have no idea who it is. It's probably Bokuto at this point. But yeah, I would think long term, maybe replace Sasaya with a receive setter, which you don't have at the moment. So again, like a Kenma, even the SSR one at this point might be worth it. So there's that. Bokuto as setter, yo, why not? Why not? When he's depressed, he's like, you take the ball. You take it. And he just like perfect set, perfect arc. That'd be sick. I can level Akashi when this is good. Yeah, Akashi works as well. The SSR one. But I'm saying long term because the Kuro is receive and you're one away from being a receive team, so you can either bring in Kita or a receive type setter, and that would solve both of your problems. But if you want to stay power, you can absolutely you could technically bring Akashi in right now for Sasaya as well. So it's up to you. But I go for the new Kuro SP. Yeah, if you don't have like the memory boost and the player boost, and you need those resources for the Kuro, I would say yeah. You can definitely put your current resources into that SP Kuro, but like your Akashi is right there with Sasaya, you know what I mean? So in my opinion, I would actually do that swap right now. So in terms of team rating, I will give you... I will take like a little bit off for not having a setter. I think it is pretty important to have one setter, one libero on the court. Even though the libero can't set, I think ideally you'd still want to have a setter because then the libero can just receive. I think like a 7.75, 8-ish, somewhere there. Okay, right now I think it's only TikTok. Oh no, we got is that Sergey? Is that how you say your name? Sergey? Are you from Russia? Nope, that's S4. All right, can you rate my team out of 10, and what would you do for the future? I want to go block slash date. Well, holy tits. Oh my god, dude. You guys see this? Wait. It was Hinata? Oh, he doesn't have Kenma. Maybe he does have Kenma. Holy shit. It was Hinata, then it was Kenma, then it was Nishinoya Sugawara, then it was... Who was it after that? Was it the Beast Trio after that? It was. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is crazy. Oh no, I lost it. Oh shoot. Yeah, so he did Hinata. Did he get the Kenma? Is this MG3 undercover? Yo, S3R? MG3? Low key. No, MG3, his characters are like 30,000. Yeah, so it looks like he was like Hinata, then Skip, Sugawara, Nishinoya, then he skipped Bokuto, he got Akashi, got Ione, got Tsukishima. Looks like he's going for Kuro as well. This is hilarious. This is so funny to me. Well, I know the ratings are like, I know Nishinoya is better, but I know this Karasunoban as well. But I was gonna say low key you could put Komori in this team as well, with these two. But you want to go for a block team slash date tech. So there is the SP Kanji that is coming out in 2 banners after Kuro allegedly. There's the SP Kuro as well. There's the SP Hirogami. There probably will be an SP Kenji at some point, because there's rumors that the Kenji was coming out with the Hinata and them being block SPs. Evidently it's only the Hinata that is coming out of those two, but I would assume that he's gonna get one as well. So I would definitely go for the SP Kanji that comes out soon. You could get the SP Korai if you want. You get like block. There's so many blockers in this game, especially now, right? You have the Ione, Sugawara, the new Hinata that's coming out, Tsukishima, Kuro. I don't know if I said Korai Hirogami yet, but there's another 2. There's Tendo. There's the setters, Kanji as well. So there's a lot of block type players. So I would say you could get a lot. You could get a lot of them. Hirogami for Sakuza, like at this point, like low key, just make a team full of middle blockers, plus make your setter the Kanji. So there's that. Nishi is sadly clear of Komori. I actually disagree with that, if I'm being totally honest. It depends on what you want. If you want a libero that boosts your team, then you want to go Komori. If you want the individual libero, then you would go Nishinoya. Yeah, so it depends on how block heavy you want to go. You could literally go like Kuro here. You could actually, I would keep Kurai here for just for some offense. And then maybe even Kanji for one of these two, or you can put Kanji here and have 2 setters if you really wanted to. Plus Nishinoya, that's a 3rd setter. You can go really crazy on the blocks, or you can just go a little bit more subtle and maybe just replace the Hinata with the Kuro. That way you still have Kurai and Sakuza to hit, you have Sugawara to set, and then you got 3 of these guys to block. So yeah, but yeah, this is a funny ass screenshot, dude. Bro's got Akashi as well. Like, what are we doing? He can get SP Kurai and Hirogami since they both have good attacks and block. Yeah, that's probably the best balanced one, is the SP Kurai Hirogami. But I'm assuming he's getting the Kuro, which is happening like next week. Kurai Hirogami shouldn't happen till the summer. Rating out of 10, guys. I think it's higher than a 9 because we gave the other one a 9. I don't know if I don't think it's quite a 10. Also, the bonds aren't like quite there, I don't think, right? So I'd probably give like a 9.25. David says 11. I think if you're concluding the bench, you can give this a 10. So let's just say that. Mafera said 3. Yeah, the synergy is not quite there, but the block type is there. Okay, so that was YouTube. And then somebody on TikTok. Let me go back. It was Ryan Mashmellow. I feel like I did yours before. Maybe not recently. Alrighty. Please rate my team and what should I do next? I'm pulling for Kuro, switching with Tendo. Okay. Then going for Oikawa, Ushijima, and Iwaizumi, and then Karai Hirugami. So these two upgrade. Sorry, these three upgrade. Tendo comes out for Kuro. And then Karai Hirugami come in for who? These two? And then Komori's kind of left over. Yeah, that's fine. I think Komori on his own is better than Sakuza on his own. So that's fine. And then you got literally full SPs. You got full SPs at that point. Yo, why 4? They're trolling. They're trolling. Sounds like a plan, if I'm being totally honest. Because honestly, other than what you currently have planned, you could switch it up and go SP twins and build like a quick attack team. But you already have the UR one, so you can kind of do that anyways, just with, you know, the UR/SSR versions. Like I see Kita on the bench. You can probably get Suna or Kaji pretty easily as well. So I'd probably do a quick attack team with the UR versions and then, yeah, get the SPs for this team. Insane how some SSRs can reach UR numbers on free-to-play level. It's, I mean, yeah, I think the highest SSR I've seen is 24,000, I think. But you have to be like skill res 5. But yeah, your plan's solid. Don't feel bad if you're benching Sakuza because you're putting in the SP character, the Karai Hirugami, and then you're leaving Komori, because again, Komori on his own is really good. And at some point you can sub Sakuza back in. There's match streak that you need 3 teams for. There's a bunch of shit you can do in this game, right? So like there's so many teams you can build, and you can put the characters that you're not using in other teams. So don't worry about that. But pretty good team, pretty good power team, I would say. Osamu kind of feels a little bit awkward in this team. If you really needed to, you could throw in another middle blocker to support your Tendo, because he's the only blocker. Or you can just kind of have it as is. I'm assuming he comes out for the Libero. But sounds a good plan, good team. I'd give it like a solid 7.75. 8. There's no SPs. 7.75. I kind of want to give it an 8. Is there somewhere there? 9 out of 10. Facts. $24K. That's my Hinata at 1 copy. What? Are you in the Discord? Can you put in the flex? Your Hinata at 1 dupe? Or by himself is 24,000? Oh, Hinata SP. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. Whoa. I was like SSR Hinata 24K with 1 dupe is wild. Yeah, no, one copy of SPs are like 23-ish, 22, 24,000, somewhere around there. But yeah, max dupe SSRs are kind of pushing that. Like my Aaron's 23,000, and he's max dupe. Okay. I tried out KNB a bit now, not gonna lie, the gameplay is peak, but I don't get the events. I think you left the stream, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. Just sliding this in. just sliding this in. If you, for whatever reason, need a little guide, there's a good YouTuber out there that I know. He's pretty good at what he does. So, just throwing that out there. All right, it is 3 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap up stream here. That was the last one. If I didn't review your team today, I apologize. But stay tuned for the YouTube video. There is gonna be more teams coming out. So if your team is similar or they have a similar path to you, then I would say use that as advice. You don't need to wait for me because I've done a ton of reviews. There's playlists on my YouTube, or playlist on my YouTube channel for actually, yeah, there's playlists. There's the team review YouTube video version playlist, and then there's also the live streams. You can go back and check and see all the live streams that we've done on team reviews, and you can kind of make out what you need. Or if you are patient, you can wait till next Tuesday. I'll try and remember some names. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. I need to go take a break. I've been talking for too long. I need to go eat. My stomach is making hella noises. So I will in terms of streams, I don't think there'll be another one tonight for KNB, but there will be one tomorrow. We're gonna be checking out the new Aomine, probably pulling him, probably. So stay tuned for that. It should be around the same time as today's stream. If not, I will announce it on the Discord, as you can see on the screen here. If you're not joined in the Discord already, please feel free to do so. On TikTok, it's in my bio. You got to export the link to your local browser though, because for some reason the TikTok one doesn't work. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the description down below. If you're on Twitch, it's gonna be in the link tree. It should be fine. It's also in my bio. Jay Crazy, what's up? Just woke up. Well, guess what? See ya.